Hi guys. Hello. How's it going? Oh, hi Duck. How you been? I hope you make a good pizza. Thank you for the sub, Narishma. Hi Bishop. God, maybe this is premature. I already feel terrible. It was because of the fucking therapist I went to yesterday. I've been striking out trying to find a proper therapist. Oh, Lord. Ah, jeez. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Filthy Shinobi, for the sub. Let's talk about circumcision. I'd love to. What's your guys' favorite flavor of circumcision? Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy Jesus Christ, Jordan. God damn. Thank you so much. Alright, I guess I'll turn the camera on. Show you guys my new setup. Wait, which one was it? Which fucking splash page was it? Fuck. Was it this one? Yeah, there it is. Hello. I'm in a new place. I live here now. I'm back somewhere else. I'm somewhere else now. Hello. Howdy doody. Ah! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the scream. Wait, who sent that? Okay, yeah, I understand the hype train. Well, no, it's not. It's not showing me who sent bits, but thank you. I love when that happens. How are you guys doing? Oh, there it is. Thank you, 28 Prototype, for the 300 bits. Thank you. Yeah, so I went to a therapist yesterday. I've been trying to go to therapy, because I'm pretty traumatized overall. Probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me, if I'm being honest. Oh lord, oh lord. Who did something? And why can't I see it? I can never see what's happening in the feed. It doesn't update fast enough. It's probably because I haven't... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the sub, Zuma That Boy. And thank you for the scream. Whoever... Why does it never show? Oh, I don't know why it's lagging. It's lagging quite a bit. Happy to see you streaming. Much love. Hello, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Bobby A. So yeah, I was trying to find a therapist. I swear to God, this bitch I went to yesterday, she was using ChatGPT to answer me for everything that I said to her. Oh my God, it's so it's lagging so hard. I'm so sorry. Oh yes. There we go. Thank you for the sub. Jeremy Boise. Thank you very much. Yeah, so every time I said something and it was her time to her turn to reply, she would get like some sort of notification on her phone, and then her screen would light up, and then she would pause as if she was fucking reading, and then she would give me like the most generic ass answer to me going into depth about how my mom died, and that's not nice. That's not very fun for me, because I keep having to do these intake appointments over and over with new therapists, and I have to go into a very dark place full of very hairy details about the past 7 months, and it takes a lot out of me. And to go through all that and get a fucking ChatGPT generic ass answer, or like, oh yeah, geez, oh yeah, I heard, oh man, that sucks, oh geez, how does that make you feel, oh man, that's rough. Like, what am I supposed to fucking do with that? How is that supposed to make me feel better? So every time I've gone to therapy in the last month, I've felt worse. Did I call her out for that? No, I did not. Thank you, Slade, for the super chat. Hopefully you're doing great. We missed you. I don't know how I'm doing, but I know that isolating myself wasn't helping. For the first 3 weeks, my dad took off work to come hang out with me every day. But now he's got to go back to work, and I'm in a new place, and I haven't been able to hang out with my dad since I moved here. So I've been just kind of by myself for the greater part of this week, and it didn't feel good. So I had to come back to streaming because, you know, I forgot that before this was my main means of socializing with people. So here I am. Here it is. Thank you for coming. Oh Jesus, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you guys. Oh shit, what the fuck. Thank you, Azure Thee. Thank you for 100 gifted subs. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you so much. Oh Jesus, you didn't have to do all that, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. W Oil Prince. Oh yeah, this guy's an oil baron for sure. Jesus fucking Christ. I literally saw a post today about a guy who was having an AI therapy killing his friend and himself. Shit sucks. I'm sorry, what? What? You know, at this point, I think just going to the source, going straight to ChatGPT, is better than the therapy I've been getting from humans who are just giving me secondhand information from fucking ChatGPT. It's been quite fucking bad. It's really dehumanizing too, especially when you already have zero hope for the medical industry as a whole, and then you get saddled with somebody who's 3 years younger than you, at least 3 to 5 years younger than you, and trying to give you therapy on you know, something as heavy as the death of your mother and your best friend, and then they just they just nod. It's like, oh man, oh shit, oh jeez, sorry about that. Like, if I don't laugh, I'll fucking cry. Finding a new therapist is even worse than dating because you gotta pay them and you don't even get dinner. Yeah, dude, I have to pay. I paid like $100 the last time. It went through my insurance, I believe, but still, that's money that somebody is getting for doing a shit job. That's $100 an hour that somebody else is getting. Why didn't the YouTube chat die? It got disconnected somehow. Oh no. Very confusing. I really should have updated this. Okay, there it is. It's back. Thank you for the super sticker. I don't know what a super sticker is, but thank you. Oh, jeez, shit. Yeah, it was $100. I wanted to go to the therapist I had 10 years ago. She was my eating disorder therapist, and she's really good, but she doesn't accept my insurance, so that would have been like $200. That would have been $200 out of fucking pocket. Holy shit, thank you, Professor Cheeseman, for the gifted subs. Thank you. Deadass, I think the most I ever helped a friend was just sitting there and not saying anything. Situation was so ass that honestly words weren't even gonna make anything better. Yeah, and at least that's free. At least your friends can depend on you to not ask for payment for just being there as a shoulder to cry on. New therapist like, wow, you're kind of traumatized. It's like, oh, geez, that's really heavy. I don't know. We kind of just met. I don't know if I want all that information about you. Mika, I hope you are okay. I'm not okay. But you guys are funny, so I'm not crying yet. Thankfully, you guys are, you know, you're keeping the mood up. Best way to help anyone going through something is to do nothing different. Yeah, my best friend from middle school came over the day that my mom was in the process of dying. So we hung out a little bit, and it was rough because, you know, nobody tells you how graphic it is watching somebody die. There's a lot of obvious pain involved. My mom was, she was just screaming a lot, and she wouldn't stop, and we had to wait a couple of hours for the hospice nurse to finally come and give her, like, really good morphine. So, thankfully, Sydney took me out of the house for, like, an hour, and we just, like, hung out. And that was really helpful, because it was rough hearing her being in so much pain. So I let my, my dad and my brother kind of just chill with her, because, you know, I'd been there for 7 months trying to handle everything alone. So it was nice to get at least a little break during the brunt of that. But yeah, death sucks. I strongly recommend that you guys go hug your parents. If you see me drinking this, is because I'm trying not to cry. Because if you're trying not to cry, the best way to do it is get something on your throat. So, you know, that tingling sensation in the back of your throat when you're about to cry. It stops that. So this is a good way to not fucking cry. But yeah, you don't realize how permanent death is until it happens to somebody that you really loved. So go hug your parents and shit. I don't want to be that guy, but martial arts helped me more than psychologists. I'm not kidding. I was thinking about that because I need a new outlet for sure. So it was either gonna be like kickboxing or like Mongolian throat singing or something. Maybe I'll join like a screamo band. I'll learn how to do that, and I'll join a screamo band to get out all of the pain. Because so far the therapists are not doing their fucking jobs. Thank you for the gifted subs. You guys are too fucking nice. Thank you, Puffalump Plush. That's a cute name. I can teach you to fry screen. I used to be good at it. Oh, that'd be great. I would love to learn how to do that. I'd love that. I hear boxing is really therapeutic. Maybe I should do both. Maybe I should do boxing on Thursdays and fry screaming on Tuesdays, and that'll take up a lot of my time. Because something I've been struggling with is I've spent this past year devoting all of my free time to taking care of my mom. So now I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with myself every fucking day. And I know a lot of people have been telling me that, oh, you need to take care of yourself for the first time in your life. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to fucking do that, unfortunately. Playing Deltarune and gushing over pixelated lesbians is my alternative to therapy because I can't access it. Oh yeah, therapy is also... Ah! That's really loud. Why is that louder than every other notification? Yeah, a lot of people are priced out of getting mental health help because we live in a society. We live in a society. I've played Deltarune though. I don't want to play it a second time. I don't want to have to fucking deal with beating the Roaring Knight. I know they nerfed it. I know they fucking nerfed it, but I still don't want to do that again. Throat sing while boxing to throw them off. My mom is currently in Mexico taking care of her sick brother. My uncle doesn't have much longer, and my mom calls telling us how tired she is. Yeah, it's the roughest thing you'll ever have to fucking do. The alternative is to try to take very good care of yourself and cross your fingers and pray for the best. What? System of a Down? Sure. Oh yeah, I love System of a Down. It's like my second favorite band. Good shit. Too bad they don't make music anymore. Oh shit. Thank you, Fitness Dickener, for the 20 subs. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just do what I did through early high school and just vent in fanfics. How would I do that in a fanfic? To me, aren't fanfics traditionally like sexually charged? No. I mean, I thought all that we were gonna release was like the Sans minigame. I didn't know they released the full thing. I thought they said they weren't going to. Mika, we really love you. Thank you. I love you guys too. I do need streaming to function, I think. Because I have friends that live here. Because I'm in Los Angeles now. I have a lot of college friends that live here. But, you know, not everybody has a weird unemployment semi-YouTuber job like I do. So everybody has like a tight schedule. So it's difficult to for those guys to make time to come and hang out with me, and I totally understand that, and I don't want to like pressure anybody into anything. But you know, I've just been here all by my lonesome, so that's why I'm streaming today, and that's why I've come back to streaming, because I just need to. I just need to have something to do a couple times a week. I want to start making another video. I want to start painting again. And just anything to keep me fucking busy. Trouble coping, just do ketamine. You say that as a joke, but I heard that's like authentically a very good way of like dealing with stuff like this. I was gonna do ketamine therapy when my dog Luger died, but holy shit, that's like $8,000. It's $8,000 to fucking do that. That's something only rich people are allowed to do. Creative writing helped me through some tough times. Even writing silly stuff will help process things. Looking at some of that stuff now, I subconsciously wrote about it. One of the things that I used to do when I was dealing with stuff is I would participate in D&D campaigns, and then I would make like a character based off of my own personal struggles in life. And one of the characters I made was like, she was a half-elf. So my half-elf character was there to deal with my issues with being a mixed race person. So I got to explore that through the eyes of a fictional D&D character, and it was pretty nice while it lasted. That campaign fizzled out though, unfortunately. You guys are subbing a lot. I'm losing track of who's subbing, I'm sorry. Let's see, I'll rapid fire thank everybody. Events, why is it, ha! Ah! Ha! Okay, it's all the ones from Fitness Dickener, thank you very much. Thank you, Roboto Boy, for following. Thank you for NPC for the super chat. You are a good person, keep being you, wishing you the best. Thank you. I try to be, but unfortunately, I don't believe that, and that's one of the reasons I need to go to therapy. Because I feel a lot of guilt about my mom. Like, it feels like I failed her every step of the way, even though I tried my hardest, and that's something I want to explore in therapy. But I keep getting the biggest fucking retards that they have. Thank you. Oh shit, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Roboto Boy. Thank you very much. Thank you, T-Chark, for the sub. Thank you. The US healthcare system failed her. Like, I don't know. Because I think back to when she needed to have her biopsy, and it took them like 4 weeks, and they still didn't send the fucking referral over to the hospital. So I went to the doctor's office, and I crashed out, and I started cussing people out. And then they dropped me and my mom, or they dropped my mom as a patient because of that. And I'm like wondering, oh, if I had just played nice and sucked up to these people, maybe my mom would still be here, because it wouldn't have taken maybe 2 months for her to switch her insurance. So I think that's my fault. But at the same time, it shouldn't have taken fucking 4 weeks to do a biopsy referral. That's like an inhumane amount of time for somebody with cancer. No, it's unfair to blame myself. I can't help it. Like, I just think of all the mistakes that I made. The people who did that should be executed. The people who did that, one of the nurses, when I was like yelling at the people to just get the fucking referral, one of the nurses told me to kill myself, and then she told me that she hopes both me and my mom die of cancer. And then obviously none of those people got fired. So yeah, that's the the US healthcare system for you. And this whole thing started because her oncologist decided that he wanted to just take my mom off of her immunotherapy medication that was working for 8 years, because he wanted her to get on chemotherapy. because doctors get a huge kickback if they get their patients on chemotherapy. And we were like, we weren't opposed to chemotherapy, but we were like, why would we do chemotherapy if what she's already taking is already working? But so my mom refused, and the idiot oncologist took that as, okay, you're refusing treatment, so no more medication for you. So he stopped giving her medication altogether, and that's what happened. That's how it started metastasizing into her kidneys and the rest of her body. When people's health becomes business, yeah, this is like medical care requires a level of intimacy that is not accounted for in the current model that we have for healthcare, because the way it incentivizes people too much to be shisty. Like there's too much of a temptation to just, oh well, this doctor in this hospital is charging their patients like $1 billion for a CAT scan, and they're getting away with it. So what if I also did that? And that's why getting something as stupid as like an X-ray or a CAT scan is just ridiculously expensive. Jesus Christ, the subs are so much. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Sephiroth420. You have the most millennial name I've seen in a long time. Thank you. Do you have any business emails? I'm a therapist, and the advices that I keep hearing you read are absolutely triggering me. Yeah, there's somewhere if you click on my YouTube channel, you should be able to find my email address so you can send me mail. Nurses are too busy making TikToks and leasing Jeeps. Oh shit. Leasing Jeeps and open mouth kissing pit bulls and being whores to provide proper service in today's world. Yeah, you really nailed it. You really nailed it with the nurse stereotype. They're absolutely like pit mommies. They're nurses are usually women who would have been mean girls to you in high school. That's the exact kind of person a woman is, a nurse is traditionally. And the first favorite band would be, hold on, I gotta turn off the fucking channel points. It's very distracting. I'm sorry. You guys need to stop donating me money. It's nice. I really appreciate it. But you relax. You don't have to. I really appreciate it though. Where's the alerts? God damn it. There it is. Let's turn these off for a sec. But thank you. I'm gonna hear that in my sleep. Yeah, it's been kind of nonstop. Bro, my mom was friends with so many nurses and they always did meth. Jesus fucking Christ. I guess it makes sense because people in the medical field, they tend to have a very outrageous schedule. Probably a lot of night shift hours, so I can see where it probably starts with Adderall and then it turns into meth. I can see how that happens. Telling people to relax is going to have the opposite effect. Just watch. Did you guys see that thing where Moist Critical turned off donations for his stream? And people were like mad about it and they're like, no! I need to give you money, please! Please! Turn it back on! That was kind of cute of his community. That's very nice of them. My first favorite band is Caravan Palace. My taste in music is very non sequitur. I don't even like metal. I just like System of a Down. He makes something like 200,000 a day. Oh yeah, he did like a breakdown like a couple of hours ago. He made like $45 million or something. In the past 10 years. That's crazy fucking money. Good for him. He deserves it though. He's like one of the purest internet people out there. So good for him. He's not like some of these other ghetto ass streamers out here who be electrocuting their dogs and shit. So, you know, good things go to the right people sometimes. Hi, hello. My gran used to be a nurse and she took a lot of pride in her work. She's appalled by what her profession has become. I think it's the way the industry has become dependent on the way insurance works. Like I said earlier, it incentivizes greed. It incentivizes you to like keep your patients sick, because if your patients are sick, you keep getting more money, right? And if they're healthy, you know, you don't get money if your patients are feeling good and not coming to you for help. I used to buy meth from one of the top oncology doctors in LA. What? I'm sorry, what? Don't do that. Just get Adderall, dude. Just get a little bit of Adderall if you need to do that, man. I'm off to bed. Good to see you streaming again, Mika. Thank you for coming. Holy shit, why do I have 1,000 viewers today? What the fuck? What the fuck? I just checked the viewer count. What is happening? Oh fuck, I'm freaking out. What the hell? Caravan Palace's Aces. Yeah, they're really fucking good. I went to a concert of theirs earlier this March, and that was like the last time I hung out outside of my house. That was the last time I was out of the house up until recently when I hung out with a couple of middle school friends and stuff. 'Cause you're awesome. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just a guy. The racism allegations paid off. Oh yeah, there was a week or two there where a lot of people were just telling me I was racist and calling me a Nazi in all of my YouTube video comment sections. That was a fun week. It normally doesn't get to me because I know that kind of stuff is fucking stupid, but it was, you know, it was the week after my mom died, so that was pretty tough to deal with. They kind of got me at my lowest, so, you know, I had to be mean a little bit in retort. Hello again, Okami. Hello. Hi. It's because we missed you and you're also cool. I mean, I don't know. Captain Frostmond, thank you. Frostmond, thank you very much. Racist, who, where are you racing to? Yep. No! Crazy leftists gonna crazy. Yeah, it doesn't take much to upset somebody with very severe leftism, brain rot. Also, on the other side of the spectrum, it doesn't take much to upset a very conservative person. That's the world we live in now. We're all kind of fucked. All of us people who are just trying to be normal and just trying to exist peacefully in the middle. We're not allowed to do that, especially not online. Actually, exclusively online, because people in real life aren't like that. I am racist too, and I'm gonna win. What are you gonna win? What are you gonna win with the racism? Chin up, you dummy. Believe in us who believe in you. I'm trying. Culture war is stupid. People are getting so fucking tired of it. I know I am. I've been tired of it for a long fucking time. And, you know, just standing on hashtag the right side of things doesn't make you a good person, as indicated by Collargate from earlier this week. It's like, it's not funny because, like, the dog, poor dog, and you know the dog cannot leave that situation. But it is funny that it was Hassan, because people hold him up as like this paragon of justice, and then he's just in his fucking room pulling one of those stupid dog, you made me look bad, ooga booga booga, pulling one of those. So yeah, there's your example of justice and truth, a guy who electrocutes his fucking dog. Your content has greatly inspired me. Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you for the super chat. Kaya, place Shock's dog rolling over in her sleep. That's so fucked that the dog is just not allowed to roam around in his overpriced apartment. That's really sad. My dogs are allowed to roam and they like destroy stuff all the fucking time. They especially Freddy, she'll find the most uninteresting item in the house, like, oh, this pair of tongs that I use to feed rats to my snake. You'd think it would be an extremely disinteresting dog toy, but nope. Destroyed them. Fucking destroyed them. And anything you leave on the fucking ground, she'll find a way to turn it into a bunch of scraps. But I don't punish her for that. because she's a dog. That's what dogs do. Dogs chew stuff. So I can't imagine just, like, not even letting my dogs, like, roam around and just be animals. That's really fucked. The fact that he uses a dog to attract more stuff is crazy. It's such performative male behavior. It's like when dudes go to the dog park for the explicit purpose of meeting women. Do you have organizations that rescue dogs from abusive people in the USA, or is that against freedom or some silliness? I don't know. It kind of depends. Because technically, you know, a shock collar, you know, while it's not nice, it's not really animal abuse. I think you have to, like, fucking hit your dog with a shovel or put loaded fireworks into your cat's asshole before the Justice Department gets involved. Big support from Ireland. Love seeing you again. Oh, I didn't know I had people that watch me in Ireland. Ireland's cool. Performative male is such a weird phrase to me. What happened to calling people posers? It's because Gen Z is very fast with the slang. There's like a new word every fucking week. But yeah, poser's a very millennial word. That's why people aren't using that. Hello from Estonia. Oh, I had a foreign exchange student from Estonia when I was like 15. She was really nice. Her name was Elisa, and her language is very interesting. Also, one of my favorite bands is from Estonia. Scotland, Brazil. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez! There's a lot of Brazilians, though. There's a lot of Brazilians that come in Argentina. The Argentinians can smell that I used to live there for a little while. Good day from Germany. Good day from Ecuador. Damn! Algeria! Oh shit, we got the whole world in our fucking hands. I forgot I introduced you to Winnie Pugh. Yeah, it's a good fucking band. It's like one of my favorites. Vietnamese fan here. Bon mi. How do you actually say bon mi? Because I know it doesn't sound like the way it's spelled. I got called performative just for drawing in a McDonald's, and it's actually made... Oh, fuck. It's going so fast. Ass so mad that I got up and left. Can't do shit without people finding a way to take issue with it. Dude, I'm getting called performative because I like matcha. Matcha's like one of my favorite fucking things, and now it's just ruined. I can't be a little contrarian because I like drinking, like, dirty milk. I can't drink my soil-based earthy milk anymore because it's now considered performative. It's really getting to me because I really love matcha. Getting huzz and being desperate has no borders, like the Koran Peninsula. What does that mean? What does that sentence mean? We got Russia. Czechia? I feel like I should know how to say Czechia since I've got some DNA from there, but I don't. Sorry. Matcha, the fuck? White girl, why aren't you drinking pumpkin? Because pumpkin spice is disgusting. It tastes like decorations. I don't understand the obsession with pumpkin spice. It's not good. It tastes like the stuff that you put together in like a potpourri bowl to make your house smell good. It tastes disgusting. I don't know why people drink that stuff. Cinnamon is good for you. Cinnamon is fine. It's just like all the other shit in there that like overpowers it. A few other Hungarians here, I see. Holy shit. Pumpkin spice is overhyped. Yeah, it's fucking bad. Pumpkin spice is good in small doses. Matcha is good on everything, all the time, everywhere. I want a matcha flavored toothpaste. My favorite thing about matcha is that it's just green. I just like eating stuff that is brightly colored. Like I'm a toddler. I just like weirdly colored things. Pumpkin spice is good in extreme doses too. No, it's not! It's gross! Matcha is pumpkin spice, Gen Z. Don't say that. Don't ruin matcha for me, please. Please, God. Why does the YouTube chat keep breaking? I really should have updated this. It's been a while since I've streamed. Please forgive me. Drink water, stay hydrated. I don't have water. I have a Red Bull though. Is there a way to send you fan art outside of Discord? If you make fan art, post it to your Instagram and tag me in it. I check that like once or twice a week. That's like the way I'm most likely to find it, and then I'll share it. Then I'll share it so other people can come to your page and look at your art and stuff. Also, if you draw me, I'll automatically follow you on Instagram because people like care about when I follow them now. Like it's a cool thing, I guess, because people think I'm cool or something. But yeah, I'll follow you if you draw me. Greetings from Hyperborea. Hi from Denmark. Hope you're doing better. I'm trying. Which Red Bull? It's the normal one. The other ones taste like medicine. This is the only decent one. Why do people say drinking matcha is performative? I don't know. It's like anything that's a fad becomes performative. I think it's the Gen Z obsession with how they are perceived. Because they don't want to be seen as being cringe from what I've read. So that's why. So Gen Z doesn't want to do anything that's like popular, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. And maybe anything popular is just like up there with Labubus. Labubus are definitely cringe, but I don't see how matcha is cringe. Matcha is just good. Cool artist is back and cool. Thank you, Takun513, for the super chat. I hate Red Bulls. You're right. They do taste like cough medicine from 1980. They do. They really do, but I don't know. It's one of the few energy drinks that doesn't like... It doesn't give me anxiety. So I've acquired a taste for it, basically. And I personally think Labubus are pretty adorable. Yeah, I think so too, but they've just been ruined. they're just hairy Funko Pops now, and I don't like that. I have to remain contrarian somehow, but I'm not going to give up the matcha. As Gen Z, I don't understand half the stuff going on. It's okay. We're all going to hell anyway. Especially if you live in America, you're just screwed. We're gonna have World War III soon, so it doesn't really matter. I say tons. I have like 4 friends, and they all drink matcha. 4 is a lot. They're ugly as hell. No, they remind me of what's that fucking thing from the 90s? Where the Wild Things Are. That's what they remind me of. That's why I like them. I liked goofy stuff like that when I was a kid. Do you like Demon Hunters? I liked that movie. Yeah, it was good. My dad plays soccer with the guy that directed it, apparently, because Los Angeles. That's what happens when you live in Los Angeles. You accidentally meet people that are famous or something. A labubu is what a French kid gets when they scrape their knee. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Okay, I'm glad you guys are making me laugh and I'm not like breaking down into tears, because I was close this morning. I was very close. Especially when I drink caffeine, it kind of brings up emotions to the surface. It kind of makes the things I was already feeling a lot stronger. So I'm glad you guys are keeping it light and goofy today. I really appreciate that. I just got the same mic as you today. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, this thing's really good. It's like cheap too. I think it was like $30. Yeah. Hold on, let me scroll. I don't want to just ignore you guys are subbing. I want to acknowledge you guys. The noise is a lot. I gotta maybe find less noisy way about the sub notification. To be cringe is to be free, Diogenes, I guess. Thank you, Marcin P2. Thank you, Null Defective, for the sub. Thank you, Davil Norm Morn for the resub. Thank you, freaking Richard, for the sub. Thank you guys. You guys don't have to, but I really appreciate it. And thank you for all the people who insisted on donating through like super chats and shit on the video where I talked about my mom passing away. I told you guys not to, but you guys insisted. So one of the things somebody suggested to do was like get flowers for my mom for her urn every day. And I think what I'll do instead is I want to start a garden, because I've got a lot of space. I've got like my own backyard, despite it being an apartment. So I just have to clear a bunch of trash that the previous renters left in the back. And then I'm gonna start a whole fucking garden, and maybe I'll document that process for you guys if you're interested in green stuff. Shut up and take our money, thank you. Hey, found and subscribed your channel a few hours before your video about your mom. Hope you are doing better. I'm trying. It's rough. Hug your parents. Death is extremely permanent, and you're not gonna realize that until somebody that you love dies. It's like you can't go back in time and fix things. It's like if you get into an argument with your parents while they're still alive, you guys can always just like stew in it for a few hours and then forgive each other and patch things up. When somebody's dead, they're dead. That's it. There's no more time. You can't say anything to them ever again. You can't ever get a response to them, from them, ever again. That's it. So, you know, don't take that stuff lightly. If your parents are still around, make sure you tell them every day that you appreciate them. Because one thing I wasn't anticipating was just my mom dying at all. I thought she was getting better, actually. And then a few days after my Holocaust husband video, after I released that, she just took a turn for the worst out of nowhere. And everything just very, very quickly deteriorated, and then she was gone. And it just took me by complete surprise. So, you know, you never know how much time the people around you have. You never know how much time you have. So I suggest using it wisely. I suggest being kind to the people in your life and forgiving each other quickly, because, you know, you don't have time realistically to hold grudges against people. How old was she? She was 70 years old. Did your mom see the Holocaust husband video? No, she was already too sick by the time it got out. Did your dad see the video? Yeah, he saw it. He liked it. He didn't even realize how bad my marriage was. So a lot of that stuff he was watching was new information to him. Hell yeah, Papa Kazi. He should be here in a little while. I'll make him hang out on stream for like a second. Forgiveness takes time, sadly. Is it worth the time that it takes? Is it really worth it? Because you never know, man. Somebody you love could just get fucking obliterated by a car. That's something that actually happened to my mom when she was about my age. She got into an argument with her best friend, and then the next day her best friend got shot in the fucking head by her jealous ex-boyfriend, and she died, and my mom never got to patch things up with her. So, you know, I would try to forgive people sooner rather than later. Especially if it's just like some petty argument or something. You should just patch that up real quick. It's not worth holding that onto that resentment, because that resentment is going to turn into guilt if you lose time permanently with that person. Somebody super chatted something. Let me go back. Our dog runs the show in my household. Wife and I are just unpaid servants for her, but no complaints about it. Glad to see you're back streaming, sending good thoughts your way. Thank you. My dogs also run the show. Everything in this house is for them, because there's 2 of them and 1 of me, so I don't get choices in this fucking house. This gift sub was promised to me 3,000 years ago. Oh yeah, for people who haven't heard the news, I'm 1% Jewish, so that's why I'm getting all the subs today. It's my latent Jew powers activating. That's that's where it's coming from. Your dogs were the final sell for me. Where are they? I could probably get them in here for a sec, now that I just have this new apartment. Boris! Freddy! Freddy! Freddy will come, but Boris probably won't because he's lazy. Hi, Freddy! Hi, Freddy! Come here! Come here! I don't know if you can even see her because she's a short stack. Hi, Freddy! You can see, oh, there's the top of her head. Look at her. Look at her. Look at, he's a nice dog. Wait, guys, who am I? Who am I? Bzz, bzz, who am I? Bzz, bzz. That was my Hassan impression. Freddy plays. Long snoot gang. It's because she's got some Doberman in her. I also did a DNA test for my dog. Let me pull that up actually. No wait, I remember it because it was only 4 things. She's not as mixed as me. It was German Shepherd, that one was pretty obvious. Australian Shepherd, which is a dog I didn't know existed until the DNA test came out. Doberman, and Siberian Husky. One of my lights didn't turn on. No, now they're uneven. That's not cool. They're ruining my lighting! There we go. Oh, it's too bright, too bright. There we go. I got soft boxes. I finally upgraded my lighting setup. Before it was just like a bunch of desk lamps taped together with a cardboard box in front of them and a bed sheet. It was a shitty DIY soft box that I made out of a bunch of bullshit in my house, and now I have real ones and a remote control, so that's a lot more convenient. Prayers for Freddie, old fentanyl addict, homeless person. Did you mix up your DNA sample with the dogs? You upgraded the lighting, girl, it ain't helping. I think it helps. I think it makes me look a little smoother. I think it looks nice. It's subtle. Have you said the word yet? No, I'm not gonna say it on fucking Twitch. I'm gonna get banned. I've been banned for much less. I'm not gonna say it even though I'm mixed. I'm not gonna say it on Twitch. I'll say it in my fucking Discord server though. You're not taking that shit away from me. I'm allowed. You were a dog, what breed would you be? Ah, that's a good question. What breed of dog would I be? You'd think as at least 75% white and a woman, I'd have a better grasp of like different dog breeds. Because white women love dogs in a way that's more intimate than the average person. But off the top of my head, I can't really think of any. I'm kind of drawing a blank. Poodle? No, I wouldn't be a poodle. That's gay. Why would I want to be a gay dog? I want to be a masculine, straight dog. Is your superpower finding the most disturbed post on Instagram? Because whenever one comes my way, you already liked it. Yeah. Yeah, I try to tame my algorithm to show me the weirdest things. Also, I feel bad for anybody who made an Instagram account and they're a man, because it automatically tailors you to look at porn, softcore porn, as much as it's allowed on Instagram. And you can't see any of the cool memes and stuff like I do. The fuck you mean intimate? What do you mean? White women fuck dogs. You know that? White women love fucking dogs. It's just a thing that happens. See, you're allowed to make racial stereotypes against white people, so it's okay. I'm not gonna get banned for saying that. But yeah, white women fuck dogs. Welcome back to YouTube. You're an inspiration. I immediately joined chat when I saw you streaming. Aw, thank you. Thank you for coming. Poodles are freaking DEI. No, poodles are supposed to be like really smart, right? They're like one of the most intelligent dog breeds. They get stupid fucking haircuts. Which is worse, a man going to a dog park to see women or white women going to a dog park for the dogs? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a quite a thinker right there. I actually don't know which one's worse. I find it hilarious that you can Palpatine your dog into an independent, proud black woman but can't say the N-word. It's because I'll get fucking banned. I've been banned for a lot less on Twitch. It's not that I have a problem saying it, I just know what's gonna fucking happen. And I'm trying not to get banned on my first time back to streaming after like 5 weeks. I would rather not, that didn't get taken away from me for between 2 weeks and indefinitely. What was the last thing I got banned for? Oh yeah, I got banned for talking about like mental health. And like, I'm not even gonna repeat it because I'll probably get banned for referencing what I was talking about mental health wise. But they said I was glorifying self-harm, and then they banned me for a week. So no, I'm not gonna say it on Twitch because I know there's people who are like lurking, waiting for me to mess up, so they can hit the report button immediately, and then I'll get banned for a week. So I'd rather that not happen. We'll give subs for an NPass. Personally, I don't give a shit if people say it. If like you're overly concerned with the N-word and you think it's like the end-all be-all of offensive terms, you're just a weak person, and nothing bad has ever happened to you before. So you're looking for a reason to feel victimized, and that's some punk bitch shit, and I don't fuck with that. That's my stance on it. Talking about mental health is bad, but shocking your dog is apparently okay. Dude, Hassan, I bet you, Hassan could get his dick out and he still wouldn't get fucking banned. He could show his whole entire shaft on stream and they would not do anything about it. If I were Hassan, I would just see how much I could push the envelope just for sport. If I could, like, somehow possess his body for a day, that's what I would do. I don't understand artists. I can't grasp how you take a bunch of circles and turn them into the Hulk. I think it's witchcraft and you should have your hands removed. Well, it just takes practice. It's like anything. Like, just take anything that you're really good at. You probably had to practice a long time in order to figure out how to do it. And, it's like how when you drive, you drive so much that you don't realize, how good you are at driving. And you can totally space out while on the road and make perfectly correct and legal decisions without thinking about them. It's probably because you spend so much time on the road because that's kind of what you have to do. As an American, if you're not from America, you probably have problems driving because you don't need to do it that much. But yeah, it's the same principle with drawing. If you draw a lot, you'll get good eventually, and then your circles can become the Hulk. Hassan is probably going to use the dock situation to maximize attention. There are people who are like genuinely defending the guy. Because reasons I don't fucking know. I think that's such a huge stretch of the imagination to defend somebody after that. I was thinking about an hour ago if you had a comeback. Glad to see you're back. Oh, thank you, and thank you for the 5 monies, Mr. Brandon McGregor. That's very sweet. Your hair looks very cute. It's not sticking up as much as I want it to. Sometimes my little strategy works and sometimes it doesn't. It's not really working too much today. I probably didn't put enough hairspray in it, but it's all right. It's fine. It's decent enough. I legit don't know who he is, but I've heard about the dog. Why do people suck his dick so hard? It's because he's conventionally attractive and a communist. That's why. And people are feeling very disenfranchised because of the way America is right now. So that's communism. Communism has become extremely attractive recently to a lot of people, which I understand. I don't think it's like necessarily a good idea, but I can see how mentally people get there. So then when you have a himbo like Hassan, whose entire platform is dedicated to inflating the egos of people who think the solution to the world's problems is communism, then he gets a huge platform from doing that. But he's not attractive. There's a million Hassan-looking fucks in the Balkans. Shit, I gotta go to the Balkans then. Damn! Any anarcho-communists in chat? What's an anarcho-communist? I'm pretty smooth-brained when it comes to politics, so I don't, like, know the difference of different flavors of communist. Hassan is an evil liberal. That's the same thing as a communist, isn't it? It's the same thing. Exactly the same. Handsome communist, are we playing Disco Elysium? Everyone grasping at straws right now, including some guy in his bedroom. Oh shit, oh god, the chat moves so fast today, Jesus. In his bedroom, mean to dogs. Yeah, you know. People will do anything to defend somebody who holds the same viewpoints as them because they don't want the idea that their worldview is being harbored by somebody who is actually not a good person. They don't want to contend with that thought. Anarcho anything is a very idealistic concept. There was like a city that was completely anarchist and void of a government at some point. I think there was a Count Dankula video about it a long time ago, and they did pretty good for like 20 years from what I saw. I'm pretty anti-government because the government just kind of gets in the way of stuff. I wonder if that makes me anarcho something. I don't know. What's your shirt? It's System of a Down, boy! System of a Down! The mustache guy was pretty chill with dogs, just saying. Wasn't that in Denmark? It was somewhere. It was somewhere in Europe, I'm pretty sure. Bro, I thought you said he's conventionally attractive in a communist sort of way. No, he's conventionally attractive in, like, an overall kind of way. And I hate admitting that, but it is true. He's a nice-looking man. Unfortunately, he's crazy and he electrocutes animals. Toxicity equals goated album. Which is my favorite album? Let me look at Spotify real quick. Which is the one I listen to the most? Spotify even gonna tell me that information now? My favorite album is Mesmerize, apparently. That's the one I always go to. I just think political glazing and hard pivoting leads to nothing good. I feel like everyone had a point in their life where they were pretty political, but for me, I just stopped really caring about politics. Yeah, it's fucking exhausting. Because there's patch notes about it, like, every day, and I can't keep up with that shit. And at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of people at the top trying to swindle you into not believing that the people with money are their problem. It doesn't matter what fucking side you are on. It's all the people who make billions of dollars and can't comprehend the life that you live down here in the just below poverty range. Why would you simp for Piker when critical and BB knows? I know it's not BB knows, but I'm gonna keep saying it like that. I'm not simping for him. I'm just recognizing that he is an attractive person. I don't simp for him at all. I do simp for critical and BB knows though. Governments are important if they are regulated and accountable to the people. The problem is who is running the government. We probably haven't had an honest government since, like, fucking Abraham Lincoln. That's what the problem is. We just haven't had a good one in a really long time. Because it's like the healthcare industry where it just incentivizes you to be greedy and money hungry. Bro looks like an IMVU character. Hassan or me? Wait, what's IMVU? What is that? I've read that acronym before. I just don't remember what it is. IMVU. Why am I getting a phone call? I'm not gonna listen to it. A phone call. I can't take the phone call right now. I'm busy streaming. Thoughts on pet bunnies? I'm sewing up holes in my sweater because of them. My aunt has a bunny. He's a nice little guy. I don't really have any strong opinions. I just think animals are nice. It doesn't matter what kind of animal. Middle-class people need to realize that we're closer to poverty than we ever think about. One major accident or financial crisis and it's done. Do we even have a middle class anymore? I'm pretty sure we fucking don't. I think middle class is just something that rich people say exists so that you won't revolt. It's like, oh, well, you're not rich, but you're not poor either. Good job. I think that's fucking made up. I think, because, like, the wealth disparity is just, like, so vast. Like, you can't even comprehend the difference between living with a couple $1 million in your bank and living paycheck to paycheck and being able maybe to save $200 a month. Middle class is dead. That's what I thought. Nice YouTube plank. Thanks! I worked really hard! Safi here. Oh, hi, Safi. Wait, hold on. You're gonna get lost in the chat. I'm developing a super cool website. Will you check it out when it's done? Yeah, of course. Posted it in the Discord. There are two groups of people, money havers and no money havers, basically. Yeah, even if you have a couple grand saved, you count as a no money haver. Because it just takes, like, one disaster in your life to get rid of that. Usually, like, some sort of injury or sickness, and that's all the money in your account gone in a day. I'm gonna make fan art of you and Halsey from Fortnite. Neat. I don't know who Halsey from Fortnite is because I've never played Fortnite, but you have my blessing. Oh, the buttons don't work. Let me grab the Discord. I always forget to update all of those buttons. Actually, I've never actually done it before because the Twitch UI confuses me. Let's see, invite people. I should pin this. Okay, we'll put it here. And then we're gonna chat it. And then we're gonna pin it. There's the Discord. No, it needs to be forever. Thank you. Just want to say that your art industry experiences and video about your shit-ass husband really spoke to me and inspired me a lot. You've inspired my own writing a bit even. All the love and wish you all the best things in the world. I'm glad to hear that. I guess my channel is gonna be, like, predominantly stories about my life, mostly negative stories. And maybe if you guys listen to them, you won't have to deal with the same shit. I'm probably gonna make my next video about my experience in the healthcare industry. Give you some, some warnings. For example, if you're a woman, if you have something called dense breast tissue, you have a 15 to 20% stronger likelihood to develop breast cancer in your life. And as like a comparison, to paint this picture better for you, that's like about the same risk you take as a cigarette smoker is likely to get lung cancer. So, if you're born with that, like me, you're a little bit fucked. You're a little bit fucked. So I'd say as soon as you turn 35, you should start getting mammograms. And when you get your mammogram, it should always be accompanied with an ultrasound and maybe an MRI. Because the problem with dense breast tissue is it's very fibrous. And within a mammogram, fibrous tissue and tumors look exactly the same. So your mammogram is going to light up like a fucking Christmas tree, but that's just going to be your normal tissue. But that doesn't mean that a tumor isn't lurking somewhere in your titties. So that's why you have to have it followed up with a ultrasound. And that's something that they didn't fucking tell my mom. She was religious about getting her mammograms every fucking year. She had dense breast tissue the entire time, and not once did anybody tell her that she needed a follow-up exam with an ultrasound. And in the end, that is precisely how she ended up with terminal breast cancer. They didn't catch it until it was stage 4. So you have to do a lot of advocating for yourself in the medical industry, because a lot of people are fucking incompetent. Even if just because they're doctors doesn't mean they're like actually smart. I feel like being in the healthcare industry doesn't mean you're a smart person. It more likely means that you're like a former gifted child with an ego. Maybe your parents pressured you a lot to take up something like being a doctor or being a lawyer because your parents were extremely neurotic about you succeeding, and you developed a complex about it. So, that's the caliber of people that you're dealing with in the healthcare industry, and a lot of the time, they kind of don't have the empathy required to treat you properly. So you have to have a degree of your own medical knowledge in order to not fucking die. An overpriced system being mid to horrible as fuck. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's kind of funny, but my tits were so too small for a mammogram, and they just gave me an ultrasound from the start. Relatable. Mine are just big enough for the titty smasher, the pancake maker. But yeah, that's another thing. Just because your tits are small doesn't mean you can't have dense breast tissue. So, just make sure you're aware of that. In the US, the healthcare system is about maintenance. In Mexico, healthcare is about educating the patient, as it should be. The best way to not get any of these diseases is prevention. Most people in the medical industry are of the bureaucrat phenotype, which is the worst phenotype of human. Yeah, there's also that. There's also fucking that. There's also all the shiesty insurance people who won't think twice about billing you $3,000 for an ambulance ride. Mika, can you shit on accountants like you do people in health care? I would, but I don't know much about accountants. Maybe I'll do a bunch of research on accountants and make you guys feel good about that. I love shitting on people. It's really fun. Thank you, Xylicious, for the sub. Thank you very much. Everyone I've talked to about your channel in person laughs because they think your YouTube name is funny. Thank you. It was the first thing I could think of, so it was the first thing to come to my mind when coming up with a username. I think it was for Steam at first, like several years ago, so that it's kind of, I've just stuck with it since then. There's a lot you can shit on with accountants. I mean, yeah, probably. I think anything to do with handling money is like, it's going to breed or attract a certain kind of person. I'm an accountant. Fuck, it sucks. I'm so sorry. Same here. My dad made me take nurse and first aid instruction to help people in my class. Yeah, I think everybody should probably take like a nutrition course at some point in their lives. First aid, nutrition. You should have a basic understanding of physical health, so you can prevent dying in a hospital of a chronic terminal illness. A friend of mine from the UK has BRCA1 gene, and she's running a donation to a cancer research called Eve Appeal. Can I share the link? Yeah, of course. I want to like donate to charities, but I'm unsure of which ones are like good and not evil. Like apparently the Susan G. Komen one, they waste a lot of money just doing stupid shit all the fucking time, and not a whole lot of the money that they get in donations actually goes to breast cancer research. To be fair, accountants don't get paid that much. Do they not? I would think something that is as complex as like figuring out somebody else's taxes, you'd get paid a lot for that. I say that as someone who doesn't understand math. It's like that's my weird witchcraft and wizardry thing. That's how I see numbers and shit. I don't fucking understand I don't understand them. They freak me out. People who are good at math, they need to be burned at the stake. Donate to a local charity if you want to donate. Yeah, I wanted to go to some Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and donate to them because my mom was also an alcoholic. Drinking is also not great for your health. It dramatically increases your risk for several different types of cancer. I believe it's like a fucking... because there's a tier list, right, of carcinogens. I think alcohol is like a grade 1 carcinogen. So yeah, that's why I wanted to go to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting and like tell them my story about my mom and how she kind of, for the most part, could not put the bottle down. Because, you know, I don't want other people being in that situation. So I want to go... I haven't done this yet because I've been moving and just overall feeling shitty about myself. So I haven't had the chance to actually go and do this. But it's something I want to do. And I want to be able to also tell the story without crying. So this is good practice for when I can finally go and do that. But AA is supposed to be really good. There are some like religious undertones, and you might not be comfortable with being in an environment like that. But it apparently just works for a lot of people. So even if there's like some Jesus shit involved, like don't knock it if you're struggling. Drinking is super normalized in society. Like, people have a hard time realizing they are actually addicted. Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't know my mom was an alcoholic. I thought 2 bottles of wine in the evening was like a normal thing that every adult did. So I had no fucking idea.
Can check out my thing.
You need to be a Christian to be in AA, right? No, you don't. You can just go. My uncle is sick from drinking too. My other uncle died from alcohol poisoning in 2012. Holy shit. And now his brother is gonna die from kidney failure or something near. Drink in moderation, folks, please. Yeah, dude. Alcohol isn't even fucking good, man. The buzz is just mid. If you drink too much in one sitting, you're gonna have to vomit. I don't really see the appeal, I guess. Love to see you. Hope you've been a bit Randy Flatface. What? What? Oh, seen a bit by Randy Flatface. I have no idea who that is. Brayden can't eat blue. Don't eat blue. That's what the sharks are. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I'll check that out, I guess. I'll be right back, guys. I have to pee really fucking bad. The Red Bull is going straight through me. And then we can talk more about alcoholism and my experience with living a good portion of my life with somebody that was an alcoholic and I had no idea. Oh, that's my dog. That was Boris. He barks a lot. Oh, hi, Freddy. Hi, Freddy. Hi, Freddy Fazbear. Hi, Boris. You want to come inside? You want to come inside the room? Come here. Come here, Freddy. Come here, Boris. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, I need you for content. I need you for content. I need to electrocute you for content right now. Can you please? Come on, no. My content! No! Eat hookers, eat hookers, eat hookers. What? Why are we eating hookers? God, you ain't 100% white, otherwise I would be worried about you owning that dog. Yeah, it's okay. I'm allowed to have the dog, because I have the 25% black buffer from preventing me from having relations with, a dog. Gosh, I wish all women could be that easygoing and honest, like Bussy? Huh? What? Very confusing. I will allow it. I will allow that comment. Oh, there he is. He walked past. He's afraid because there's a lot of shit in this room. There's a lot of wires. I haven't, you know, figured out the cable management well enough in this room yet. We're still working on that. Are you gonna dress up on Halloween? Probably not. I don't like holidays. Holidays were like my mom's thing, so I kind of just don't want to now. Boris, you're gonna disconnect my computer if you don't stop fucking around. Thank you. Bye, Boris. Bye bye. Bye bye, Boris. Bye bye. Mika, what's your opinion on bussies? Do I have to have an opinion on that? Gotta associate holidays with something positive. I guess, but it's like, it's more of like a family thing. Holidays have been making me really lonely for a long time. Because it's kind of just been me and my mom for a while. And now I don't even have that, so I kind of just want to not think about holidays this year. Ass shot of the dog, nice. Stop sexualizing my dog. Don't do that. Yo, what YouTube money be poppin'? What is that watch, bruh? You buying bling? Oh, this is my mom's Rolex. I'm gonna wear it forever now, because the sound of it, like, jingling on my wrist makes me think about her. Because whenever she was checking the time, she wouldn't, like, slide it around on her wrist to check. She would just do that. So every time I hear that noise, it's like I'm hearing her. So it's like a nice nostalgic sound for me. So I do this all the time. Just to pretend like she's in the room. But yeah, it's a nice watch. Me and my mom would always like butt heads about this kind of thing. Because my mom was like a girly girl, right? And she liked jewelry. And it's not that I didn't like jewelry, it was more like when you grow up in a poor household and your parents are constantly arguing about money, you kind of develop a complex about it. So I never wanted my parents to feel obligated to give me, you know, expensive gifts like this. So I tried my best to not, like, get into jewelry, much to my mom's chagrin. Because, you know, she probably wanted me to be more girly than I was. But now I'm gonna wear this forever now. I sleep in it. I don't take it off. I only take it off to shower because I don't want it to get wet because I would probably damage it somehow. But yeah. This is the bling. We're doing this forever. It doesn't fit my wrist at all because my mom had like really long fingers and nice full wrists, and I'm built like a fucking popsicle stick puppet. But you know, whatever, we'll make it work. Will you get it fitted or let it loose? Well, yeah, I don't want anybody to like touch it. It doesn't even work. It doesn't tell time anymore. It's broken. It's been broken for a long time. Because my mom was meaning to go get it repaired, but she never got to that, so we're just gonna keep it the way it is. It's fine. I have a bunch of scarves from my grandma that I still have her smell on. It makes me feel at home and also tear up if I'm near it. My mom wore the same perfume for like 50 years, and I have a bunch of vials of it, so, you know, anytime I'm feeling sad, I spray a bunch of that shit in the room. So I'm glad for that. I think if I get around to having kids, I'm gonna do the same thing and never change my perfume. So they'll know the scent of how I smell. That is amazing. A very hot popsicle stick puppet. Do you think you will create a VTuber Muppet character model? It's something I want to do at some point. I'll get around to it eventually. I don't know how to fucking rig though. Maybe I'll learn how to rig just to make a VTuber. Broken, you sure you don't just need to replace the battery? Maybe. I don't fucking know. It's possible. I don't know how Rolexes work. But I don't want to, like, break it trying to figure that out. Yeah, my grandma was an obsessive over having lavender and cedar scents around. A lot of it was moth prevention. Yeah, that's on brand. That's very much old people smell. Cedar and lavender. Could take it to a professional watchsmith. Well, I don't want someone to touch it. I don't mind that it doesn't tell time. We have digital clocks now, it's fine. By the way, thanks for the Discord. People on there are nice to talk to. Made a nice autism collector. I think so. Occasionally we'll get like some nasty people in there, but they get banned pretty quickly. So, you know. I think we have like a community reports page now. So, you know, if you see somebody acting like a fucking dick in the Discord server, feel free to use that and I'll swing the ban hammer real good. Sipping on the Bloxy Cola and watching the bus. What the fuck is Bloxy Cola? Rolex don't use batteries. What do they use? Rolexes are all mechanical, honestly. If you're fine with it not working, then it's better off. It's really expensive to properly maintain a very high-end watches. That's what I thought. So yeah, I'm good with not letting anybody fuck with it. It's, you know, it doesn't need to work to be like a nice family heirloom. This is our first family heirloom, by the way. I'm gonna pass this down to my kids eventually. I'm gonna keep it in the family indefinitely until we're all obliterated by the nukes, at least. Right, Mika, I gotta go to bed. Glad to have you back. You're the most based person on the internet. Oh, thank you. Good night, dude. You ever watch low tier god clips? No idea what that is. How are you liking the city? From LA originally, but I currently live in Washington, D.C. now. It's alright. Can't complain. I prefer more urban areas as opposed to the suburbs, which are kind of a soul-crushing horror and a liminal space, so I'm glad I could get out of that, and I live in a decently walkable area. So that's pretty sick. Have you thought about the amount of kids you want to spawn in? I want a daughter, and if I don't get a daughter the first time, I'll try again. And if I don't get a daughter the second time, well then I'm not trying a second time because that sounds like a lot of work. So ideally I get a daughter right off the bat. Mika, why don't you like pussies? Because I'm not a gay man? Why would I like pussies? I'm a straight lady. Help me, Mika. I need to impress my crush by winning an erotic cosplay competition as probably the only dude. What character should I cosplay? Let's see. What's that fucking game that Sydney likes? What is it? It's like a mobile game, I think. I don't know what the premise is exactly, but there's like a bunch of hot dudes in it. Korean, I think. And they all have the same, like, Korean bowl cut. Oh, what's it fucking called? There was a BB Nose cosplay of it, like, a couple months ago. No, not Hades. No, not Raid Shadow Legends. KFC dating sim? No, fuck. Love and Deep Space, that's the one. That's the fucking one. Cosplay from that. Bitches love Love and Deep Space. Bitches love that shit. It's as erotic as it gets for women. Obscure as fuck. No, it's pretty popular amongst the whammons. I think it's like a dating sim also. I've seen like clips of it on Instagram. It feels like there's a dating sim element to it, at least a little bit. But yeah, try cosplaying that. Can't go wrong. That's like, women love twinks. So that's really erotic for the ladies. So go for that. It can't be female erotica if it doesn't include monster breeding programs. Is that what the women are watching? I saw the Shoe and Head video about that book where the woman is like a professional milker or something. And she milks like man cows, and there's like no anthro element to it whatsoever outside of the man cows being bipedal. It's just like, I guess that he has the body of a man, but like just the face of a cow. But yeah, that's what the women are into these days, I believe. You could try that, maybe. Women are secretly into furry stuff more than they're willing to admit. Man cows, what are they supposed to call? Oh, minotaurs. I forgot there was a word for that. Man cows, minotaurs, man bear pig. That's the one. Cosplay as a literal cow would be crazy. It would get some bitches gushing, I'm sure. Silas, that's the hot one. That's the one Sydney likes. Silas. Silas is a cool name for a dude. If I have a son, I'm gonna call him Silas, probably. But then I'm gonna be confused for a Love and Deep Space fan. But it's more like, I like the League of Legends Silas. I don't think it's possible to be an ugly dude and also be named Silas. It's just a hot guy name. Women are scarily into monster fucking. Everybody's into monster fucking. It's just, it's getting to the point where being into monster fucking is now performative because too many people like it. We need something else that's weird and niche. Jesus Christ, I hope book talk gooners won't start invading the Scottish Highlands. Why would they invade the Scottish Highlands? Do you guys have monsters there? Is that where all the cryptids live? Who is Sydney? Sydney's my best friend from middle school. We've known each other since we were like 12. But yeah, she likes Love and Deep Space. She was nice enough to come over when my mom was dying and say goodbye, and that was really sweet. And then she like made me potatoes and helped me clean my house, so that was really sweet. Scarecrow fucking? Oh, like that movie, Jeepers Creepers. I'm sure there's fan fiction about that movie. I'm sure there's fan fiction where the Jeepers Creepers man comes and he, he punches a hole in a school bus and he abducts a teenager, and then the teenager was like, "Wait, look into my eyes, do you really want to kill me? Aren't I just so cute and beautiful?" And then the Scarecrow man has like a change of heart, and he decides to elope with the teenager in the bus or something. I'm sure there's a fan fiction like that. I live in Sydney and never met one. You've never met a Sydney in Sydney? That's sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Rule 34 has no limits. It really doesn't. I think like the page for Silk Song Rule 34 was loaded within a couple of hours of its release. People are really fast. People get on that shit quick. Is liking undead liking monsters or necrophilia? I think that's necrophilia. I actually don't know. Because they have to be, like, dead for it to be necrophilia, right? I guess it kind of depends on your type of undead, because there's a variety of them, right? There's, like, zombies, which, I think if you like zombies, that's necrophilia, because zombies are probably gross and stinky and decomposing. But what's the other kind? A revenant. I think if you like a revenant, then it's closer to monster fucking. Depends on how decomposed the zombie is. I guess that does matter. Been thinking of your coloring tutorial and how much it helped. I'm glad it helped. I think that's like my favorite YouTube video. Ironically, it's like the one with the least amount of views, but it was my favorite one to make. Your little boy voice is really good. You should consider a career as a voice actress. There were a couple people hitting me up in my business email wanting me to do some voice work for them. I never got back to them because, I was still balls deep in the trenches trying to help my mom survive. So I never had the actual time to maybe do that, but maybe I do now. I still can't get over that ghost fucker movie with Patrick Swayze. There was a ghost fucker movie with Patrick Swayze. Let me look that up. I'm gonna look at those exact words too. Ghost fucker movie, Patrick Swayze. It's just called Ghost, from 1990. The plot revolves around his character, a murdered banker who remains on Earth as a spirit to save his girlfriend with the help of a psychic. Interesting. Is that like a comedy, or like what is it supposed to be? I don't think ghost fucking counts as necrophilia. I think it's more of a monster fucker thing. She ghosted on my dick till I ectoplasm. Bro, you've never watched Ghost? No, I've watched Casper, if that counts. I've watched Poltergeist. No, I've never heard of Ghost until now. Whoopi Goldberg, is she in it? I miss the 90s when Whoopi Goldberg was in like every movie. Back before she was like a lukewarm political commentator on The View. I miss the pre-90s days where people weren't so concerned with politics. There's an episode of Hell of a Boss called Ghost Fuckers. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Vivzie Pop loves her swear words, so that doesn't surprise me at all. Gonna start playing games on Twitch. I actually don't know what I should be doing on Twitch, to be honest. Maybe. I don't know. I was playing Silksong for a little while on stream. I played it like one day on stream. And then I played a bunch of it in the last couple of weeks, and then I decided that I don't like Silksong because it's too hard. It's too much shit. You know, I like a difficult game here and there, but it gets to the point in Silksong where I just feel like I'm doing work. When I have to backtrack 1 million miles to the nearest bench every time I get fucked up by a gauntlet, then it stops being fun. So I think that game's just like a little too much for me. But in general, I don't know. I don't know what else games I could possibly play. I don't really have... I haven't really thought about my plans for streaming. I just knew I wanted to stream today because it's just been a while. And I missed you guys, and I missed just being able to yap and vent to people. But, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. Wholly based opinion about Silksong. It's a great game, but man, you are not wrong in the slightest. Sometimes it's extremely unfunny. It's punishing too much to make it, like, worth it a lot of the time. I think it's mainly there to cater to, like, a specific kind of person who just likes really masochistic games. And maybe that makes me, like, a gamer casual, but I don't fucking care. When I'm playing games, I don't like having a bad time. I play games to, like, escape having a bad time. I play games to fucking relax, man. I play games to enjoy myself, not to, like, feel punished every time. And what's disappointing about it is I liked Hollow Knight a lot. Hollow Knight is one of my favorite games of all time. I have the collector's edition up there. You probably can't... Oh, yeah, you can see it. It's right there. Right there, it's one of my favorite games, and what I liked about it is just getting to explore the world around you. I really liked just getting lost. And with Silksong, I'm just getting fucking murked every 2 seconds by, like, a low-level enemy that takes away 2 masks worth of fucking damage, and I can't, like, properly lose myself in the game because I'm constantly being threatened of dying. And it just... It doesn't have the same feel to me that Hollow Knight did. I feel like it picked right up from all of the extremely difficult DLC stuff that I never even got around to finishing because it was just too much of a fucking pain in the ass. The difficulty level picked up immediately from that, and I'm just like, not up for that shit. Not up for that fucking shit. Cuphead is fun to play, but the rage quit is real. Multiplayer is better, 2 times the pain. Yeah, I felt the same with Cuphead. I got to the second zone, and then I was just like, okay. I don't feel like punishing myself anymore. I like the idea behind this game, but that's enough. That's enough for me. I fucking can't. Just finished The Watcher. Took me 12 hours to figure out the main game mechanic. What is... I've never heard of that game, The Watcher. Yes, but most people want to challenge in games in general. Men, there's a competitive Tetris. Guess how many women are in that? I mean, yeah, there's definitely a niche for people who like really tough games. I'm just not that niche. I think Filthy Shinobi here finished Silk Song within a day of its release. That motherfucker likes a tough game, and good for him. Silk Song is everything he's ever dreamed of, but for me, like, no, fuck that. I want to play something not that. I would rather be playing anything else after a while. I still haven't beat Cuphead, but it's because of lack of time. Yeah, you know, there's people out there who just... They've got busy lives, they've got kids, they don't have the time to sit there and devote all of their time to being stuck at a boss fight for fucking 2 to 3 hours. So, you know, it's definitely not a game for people like that. It wasn't a game for me either, because, you know, I was like, I'm already going through a lot in my personal life. Why do I want to have more difficulties when I'm just trying to veg out and enjoy something? So that's why Silk Song just didn't do it for me. I might just replay Hollow Knight at this point, because Hollow Knight was just really fun. It was like the perfect level of difficulty for me. Speaking of games, I still need to beat Silent Hill 2 Remake. I've never played a Silent Hill game. Aww. I see the Banjo-Kazooie amiibo behind you. Do you have an N64? I do have an N64 that I got from a retro gaming shop a couple years back. I don't have a TV though, so I have no means of actually playing it. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games of all time. I played the shit out of that game because we were poor and we couldn't afford more Nintendo games after that. So I've never played Banjo-Tooie, but I've played Banjo-Kazooie like 100 different fucking times. Expedition 33. I have it installed. I might give that a play maybe later tonight. What's happening, gamer? I hope you're doing well. Oh, what's up, dude? How's it going? What's up, my Ronald? I know that's not your full name, but still. Yeah, I'm trying to do something with my emotions. I'm trying to feel better about myself, so I decided to come back to Twitch today just to hang out with people, because just isolating, there comes a point where isolating yourself doesn't really help anymore. I hope you're doing good too, though. You played some funky RPG Maker games like Yume Nikki, Toilet and Waterland, Space Funeral, kind of the same vibes as Toby Fox stuff. I haven't played any of those. I actually haven't heard half of those. I know what Yume Nikki is. I've never heard of Toilet in Wonderland or Space Funeral. The guy from Expedition 33 looks like Robert Pattinson. Which one? Which one? Let me Google that. I need gooning material. Which one? It's good to see you, Kami. Aw, thank you. It's good to see you guys too. Hope you feel better. I hope so too! Jesus Christ! Which character feels like, not feels like, that'd be a weird thing to say. Which character feels like Robert Pattinson? Kazooie Draw intensifies. Gutov, let's see. Gutov. Oh, it's Gustav. You spelled it wrong. Oh, he kind of does. Oh my god, he does. Holy shit. It's like identical. Holy shit. He really does. God damn. That's crazy. I have to play this game now. He really fucking does. God damn. They might have just used his fucking face. Somebody in the art department was like, you know what? You know who I'm going to use as a reference for this fucking character? And then they just did Robert Pattinson. They didn't even try to make it look like anybody else. They make adapters to play N64 on new TVs. They even make ones that will upscale the game. I don't have a TV at all, though. I just don't have a TV. I might get a TV just because my dad likes watching TV to go to bed. And sometimes I have my dad stay over because I get fucking lonely. So maybe I'll put a TV in my living room so my dad can crash on the couch. That might be my only real reason for a TV, but I guess if I can play Banjo-Kazooie on it too, that would be pretty sick. Is the story actually cool, or is it just French? Is Expedition 33 French? I might not play it anymore then. We might not be able to play that game. Play it on your laptop emulators? It's not the same! It's not the same! It's not the same thing as having a nice little N64 controller in your hand. I need to have the Z button on the underside or it doesn't feel good. I need to have it on the N64! It's worse, it portrays the French as likable. Expedition 33 was made by former Ubisoft employees. Is that good or bad? It's fantasy French, no resemblance to the real French. Listen, hear me out. Arcane was made by French people, and Season 1 was really good. It's just they totally shit the bed in Season 2, unfortunately. And I think that was just because they were listening to the American fans that were too preoccupied by the shipping dynamics. I think that's the only reason Season 2 sucks so fucking bad. So freaking happy to see you're back, Mika. Aw, thank you. I'm glad to be back. Hi. Man's Story of Expedition is great. One of my new favorite games. It's so beautiful too. Gotta say, the Unreal 5 has really leveled up the graphics of modern games. I tend to avoid games with like really realistic graphics because a lot of developers seem to think that good graphics equals good game, and that's usually not the fucking case. I don't need a game to have realistic, porous skin textures and in-depth scattering effects on the subsurface to enjoy it. That's why my favorite game is Deltarune, and it's made with shitty 32-bit pixels. So, you know, I tend to avoid realistic games, actually. But, you know, there's a lot of glazing happening about Expedition 33, so I might as well play it. Thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3? I liked Baldur's Gate 3, I just never finished it because I was playing my campaign with an ex-boyfriend who dumped me before we finished the game. So I don't know how it ends. I got to like the middle of Act 3 and then I just never wanted to pick it back up. And I probably never will. Or maybe I will. I don't fucking know. Maybe it kind of hurts too much still, even though that was like over a year ago. The lesson here is to never play games with people you're dating, because they will ruin them. They will destroy things that you like. What are the things you liked about Deltarune gameplay-wise? I think I like it because it's a step up from Undertale. I like that you have 3 different characters that you're using, and you have, like, customizable actions for all of them. And I think, because outside of, like... You know what's funny, though? I tend to really hate turn-based RPGs, but most of the games that I've played in recent memory that were good ended up being turn-based RPGs. And I know Expedition 33 is also a turn-based RPG, so maybe I just like turn-based RPGs. But in general, what I like about Undertale and Deltarune is, like, the bullet hell element that gives you something to do between playing glorified rock, paper, scissors. I think I just played so much fucking Pokemon in my time that I just got really sick of turn-based RPGs. But yeah, there's new games that have been breathing life back into that genre for me. My Ralseg plush got here. Oh, nice. My Jax plush is in the other room. I don't feel like getting up and getting it. Care to check out a game called Crowded Followed? It looks spooky. Interesting. It depends. If it's a fucking third person, I can't play it. Or first person, I can't play it because I'll puke. Because I get really bad motion sickness. What you keep bringing up turn-based RPGs all the time. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't like the genre, but the good games keep happening in it, so... So I guess maybe I do like them. I liked Omori too. That was a fun turn-based RPG. Maybe I just like turn-based RPGs. There's a thin line between overcomplicating it to the point of unfun and making it so simple that you can tell what's going to happen from the start of the battle. That's how I feel about Pokemon. It was just rock, paper, scissors at that point. And I think Pokemon games in general have become so dumbed down from what they used to be. They're like gay games for little babies, and it's not fun. And also they keep recycling the plot for every fucking Pokemon game. Like, oh, here's your 3 little munchkins. Oh no, there's an evil conglomerate that's out to do something stupid, and they need to steal your Pokemon to do it, and they're gonna take over the world. Oh no. But their motivations to take over the world are slightly different every time, but not really. And then you have to defeat the Elite Four. Oh no! And it's just the same fucking game every time. And then the designs of the Pokemon just get worse. Megabonk? I've heard of that. I don't know if I'd be into it, though. I watched the, there was an Asmongold clip about it, about how people like Megabonk because it's just simple, fun gameplay. But I'm really gay, and I like when games have like a deep, sad story. I love games like that. Unfortunately, that's my type of shit. Because I like playing games that make me cry. So I don't know if I'd be into Megabonk. Actually, I like games with a complicated plot that involves exploring themes of loss, grief. Unfortunately, I'm really gay about it. Sorry. Hey Charles, we hate to say it, but you've not been pulling your weight. I think we're going to just be the Elite 3 for a while. Yoshi's Story, tears everywhere. For real? There's a sad Yoshi game. I don't believe you. Look Outside has some nice cosmic horror and characters. I need to write these down. There's a lot of game recommendations. I have a notebook around here somewhere. Let me grab it. Have you played Night in the Woods? I tried. I hated it. It was... I spent hours playing it wondering when the game would start. It's just animals talking to each other. I didn't like it. That's too much story for me. There's no fights. Nothing happens. You're just running around as like a little cat lady and you're talking to your friends. And I got really fucking bored. So I never finished it. That was too much story for me. There needs to be a balance, okay? Pull out pen and paper. I do think a lot of games like that risk becoming very pretentious because they have millennial writers that think, oh, well, somebody in the story just needs to die and that will automatically pull the heartstrings of the player, and that's not the case. I think, writing grief, I think it has to involve you having gone through something like that personally, and I don't think a lot of millennial writers have gone through anything bad. And it turns out very campy, and I don't like things that try too hard. That's why I really like Undertale, because it doesn't try it hard at all. It just knows what grief is, and it doesn't make itself out to be a game about grief. It just is, and it's got wacky characters and funny jokes and one-liners, and then it punches you right in the dick when you get to Asgore's house. There's gotta be balance. Have you played War Thunder? No. I'll write that down. War Thunder. Me devastated when my prego wife Morgan abandoned me in Dragon Age Origins. I heard the original Dragon Age games were good. Not the recent one. That one looks fucking stupid. That one looks so AIDS. Happy to see you again, Short Bus. Happy to be here, and thank you for coming. Have I played Outer Wilds? No, don't play War Thunder. What do you... I'll just write these down. I'll make my decision later. Still waiting for Mass Effect 5. That sounds like a boy game that I wouldn't like. The original Dragon Age is the only one worth playing. I'll keep that in mind. Is it true that you're just a dressed up E-boy? No, I'm an E-lady, I'll have you know. I get, like, pussy cramps and stuff. That's how you know. Outer Wilds is game of the decade. We'll write that one down. Play some shitty horror games from itch.io for Halloween. I might do that. And, you know, if I get dizzy when I play them, because, like, most horror games are first person. Maybe I'll just vomit for content. And you guys, you'll like that. We'll clip farm me, puking all over my brand new desk for, content. I think if I feel really sick when I play horror games, I won't get scared. I'll just be too focused on being really nauseous. Don't skip over my message. I don't know where'd it go. Where'd it go? There's a lot happening in the chat. I'm sorry. It's the most people who have ever come to my stream. It's kind of very surreal. Play the small game I worked on. You will get a seizure after 30 minutes. It's fake content. Maybe we can have a day, because I know a lot of you are in the games industry, and if you've, like, developed something, I'll play it on stream. That could be fun. You can use me as, like, a playtest or guinea pig. We'll see how bad your game is. Hey, Short Bus, hope you are doing well. I'm trying! I'm trying! Thoughts on gambling? I don't recommend it. Sounds like something you shouldn't be doing in this economy. I really like the original. Amnesia is simple and spooky. Never heard of it. Write it down. I played, what's that fucking one? What's the Phantom something? I have it saved on my desktop. Let me grab it. What's it fucking called? I couldn't play too much of it because I got very dizzy. Where is it? Unless I uninstalled it and it's not on my desktop anymore. Where are you? Phasmophobia, that's the one. I played that one. That was pretty fun. It wasn't scary. It was more goofy than anything. But I was also very bad at it. Stream located boring. Well, you don't have to stay. You can leave. You don't have to be here. Replay of Majora's Mask. I've never played Majora's Mask, actually. What should we do in this economy? Shit, man. I don't know. You're pretty much fucked. You can't even save the money that you have because, it doesn't go very far. And things are increasing by the week because of all the tariffs and shit. And all the labor shortages. So you're just fucked. And there's nothing you can do in this economy. You just wait till the end. Marvel Rivals stream when? Never. I'm never playing competitive games again. I've had enough League of Legends for a lifetime. I'm never playing that genre of shit ever again because it's just not fun. Dude, I just spent $18 on a fucking can opener. A normie ass can opener. Oh, Jesus Christ. Isn't it because, like, metals and stuff are getting tariffed a lot? My dad said something like copper is, going up like crazy right now. Because there's a high demand for it and a huge shortage of it because of the tariffs. I don't think I'll ever be move out, and I'm a farmy. You're a pharmacist, or do you work in big pharma and you still can't move up? That's fucked. I'm sorry to hear that. Happy days. Our Gremlin Queen is back. Happy to see you streaming again. Thank you so much for the super chat, Walmart Keanu. All you can do in this economy is pray to Yakub. True. This Sharpie is getting me lightheaded. I'm gonna put it down before I get fume poisoning. Copper scrap is back on the menu, boys. We gotta start stealing people's catalytic converters again. We gotta start doing that. Maybe I'll only stream this one on Kick because you're allowed to do very questionable things on Kick. But I'll do a catalytic converter theft stream on Kick exclusively. I think that could get views. I love doing questionable things for content because that's how you get popular. You can become a degen gambler, but that's not as fun as stealing a catalytic converter. At least with a catalytic converter, if you manage to steal it, you're guaranteed an income. When you gamble, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose all your fucking money. So I'd rather steal. Sell meth to children. It's the only profession with job security. Against AI. True, true. When AI takes your job, the only logical solution is drug dealing and theft. That's the kind of future that we're breeding here in the United States. Aren't you guys excited for that? Gambling is a more stable form of income than the game industry for real. Yeah, it really fucking is. You're gambling by staying in it, basically. And it's not even good odds, because everybody knows it's gone too deep into the shitter to ever be properly recoverable, at least within the next 10 or so years. It's because we're still getting layoffs, right? Let me check the layoff group that I'm in Discord. Let's see if we're still getting layoffs. We can check. We can check right now. Let's see. There's like a layoff every day. Usually they post... Where do they usually post in here about layoffs? Maybe not. Maybe they've slowed down with the layoffs, or maybe I'm just in the wrong channel. Ubisoft reportedly canceled Assassin's Creed game. That's not good for employment. It's not good. Let's see. I guess maybe they have slowed down a little bit. I've kind of been out of the loop with that stuff for a while. I'm so sorry for your loss. I liked you for your straightforwardness. I have lost my mom at 13. I'm really sorry to hear that. 13 is just... It's too fucking young. I thought losing my mom at 33 was fucking bad, but 13 is fucking brutal. I'm really sorry to hear that. I've heard Microsoft is planning more layoffs. I think they tend to around the end of the year, so that doesn't surprise me. Just saw a cat. Shows the cat. That was just Freddy. That wasn't a cat. I don't have a cat. I wish I had a cat. Cats are pretty cool. But who is gonna think of the shareholders? Ubisoft is getting dismantled. That's not special. Let's see. Who does anybody know? Does anybody know if things are still happening in the layoff scene? Because I deleted my LinkedIn a long time ago. And I stopped posting in this Discord group. But I wouldn't be surprised if things are still bad. I know they're definitely not hiring people, for the most part. Companies are still laying off. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. All my homies hate Ubisoft. What's the lore on Ubisoft? I don't actually know. Merry Christmas, you get unemployment. Yep. Yep. Because the storyline was that you play it as an ex-slave killing KKK members. Wasn't that a fucking joke from The Boys? Where the lady with the big nostrils goes up to A-Train and says, you were trying to make a video game about the slave trade. Were they actually going to fucking do that? That's so fucking funny. Thank you, Craig Allen, for all of the subs. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 5 subs, dude. Yeah, EA just got bought by the Saudis. I heard that. How is that going to affect it, though? What does that entail? I'm too smooth-brained to be able to predict where that's going to put EA. But isn't EA kind of shit, though, because they put microtransactions in everything? I only really, you know, I pay attention to, like, indie developers, and that's it, because I don't play AAA games, because I think they're all garbage for the most part. Great Depression incoming. I like how, for the past 2 years, they've all been teasing, like, oh, we're almost in a recession, we're almost in a recession. Not quite yet, though. That's a fucking lie. We're definitely in a recession. We've been in one for a while. They just don't want people to freak out. I think we've been in a recession for a long fucking time. And I think it's worse than the 2008 one. Don't quote me on that, because I am stupid. But it just feels like that. It just feels like there's a lot less hope in the air, I suppose, compared to 2008. From 2022 to mid-2025, the gaming industry saw tens of thousands of layoffs. In 2025, cuts continue. Avalanche closed its Liverpool studio after Contraband was paused. Supermassive cut 36 jobs and delayed Directive 8020. Virtuos dropped 270 roles. Crytek cut 15% and halted Crysis 4. An indie studio, Heart Machine, ended its sequel project and laid off staff. That's sad when it also starts affecting the indie studios. That's how you know things are fucked. But this is the consequences of overloaded budgets and lack of successful games in the AAA side of things. It's not so much that, so much as it is an overcorrection for how many people were hired during the pandemic. Because, you know, everybody thought it was like a gold rush, basically, in the entertainment sphere. So everybody ramped up production for things that people could do from the comfort of their own homes. So they hired a lot of unqualified people for jobs, and it created this false sense of that, you know, the games industry or the film industry was like easy to get into and anybody could do it with enough hard work. But the reality is it's still specialized, and you still have to be good at fucking sculpting to get fucking work. And I know this because some of the studios I worked at, there were people who were just plain fucking bad at sculpting, and it was very cringe to witness. And I feel like those people were, you know, they were scraped from the bottom of the barrel because everybody was maximum overhiring. Do you have a parrot? I heard a bird chirping. No. I'm not going to disclose why you heard the bird chirping. That's a secret. That's a secret about... The bird is a secret. Don't worry about it. I finished Fortnite fan art. Check Twitter. You're gonna make me use Twitter right now. How dare you? Now I have to open Twitter. Ew. Twitter. Let's see. This is fantastic. This is beautiful, thank you. I will retweet this immediately. Let's see. Repost. And follow. Thank you. Fantastic job. Like sculpting with clay? No, like digital sculpting. Thank you, Hound of Cullen, for the sub. Where is the bird man? I'm not telling you the source of the bird sound. We don't talk about the bird. We don't talk about the bird. There are reasons for that, and it's a safety reason. That's why we don't talk about the bird. Pale Hand Game. Oh, what's up, dude? How's it going? Are you okay? How have you overcome the sadness? No, I'm just here coping. This is my coping mechanism now. Mechanism, not mechanism. Oh, show us the art. Oh, hold on. I don't remember how to use the internet. I don't know. I don't remember how to stream. Let's see. Let's grab the art, and then where... Hold on. I don't remember where anything is. Let's move this. I don't remember how to do this. Or, wait, I can just make a new thing, maybe. Hold on, I don't have to change splash screens at all. We could just... I could save the image. Or no... How did I do this before? This one. This... oh, it's a game capture. Hold the fucking phone. Turn this one on. Game capture off. No, wait, no. There we go. Okay. I know what I'm doing, I promise. There it is. Isn't that fantastic? Love this. Love that. Are these my boobs? You made my boobs way too big. That's not what my boobs look like, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for helping me cope for the lack of boobage. How many screens do you have on your setup? I have a normal monitor, and then I have a Cintiq display. I'm 29. Can you be my GF? I need a beard so I can get my... You mean, are you gay? And you need a pretend GF? Listen, you don't need me to fulfill that role. There's lots of women who are looking to marry a gay man because they're tired of dating straight ones, because straight ones are like mean a lot of the time. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings as a straight man, but you know, I've had a lot of problems with straight men, and I've given up. So I'm gonna be mean to straight men, like every social justice warrior. I'm gonna dye my hair blue tomorrow, and I'm gonna start protesting at the local women's march because men hurt my feelings. The singer in my band is your genetic twin. Congrats on spawning with Disney level game. Do they have bug eyes? Do they have bug eyes like me? I thought I was the only person with this condition. I'm different, I swear. I'm not like other guys! I drink matcha and I have a Labubu. As a straight man, straight men suck. They kind of do sometimes. To me specifically. Men are just mean to me. I'm like a magnet for mean people, maybe. Huh, interesting. You had the same experience I had with women. Well, my experience is more valid because you're supposed to hashtag believe all women. So, that means I'm the one that's telling the truth, and you're actually lying to the chat right now. How does that make you feel? That you're not a woman, and so by default you're just lying to everybody. Hashtag believe all women, hashtag girl boss. I don't make the rules, that's just how it is, sorry. The sadness only becomes more copable. Yep, grief, the grief doesn't go away, you just get better at holding it like a big weight. Mika, would it be a possibility for you to pre-roll ads? I missed some of the important parts and the art showing to a fucking cheese ad. I thought I had pre-roll ads on. I might have fucked with things.
Hey Mika, check out my sink.
I don't remember what level of ad I have on Twitch. Let me see. If I do that right now, that might make things worse. Let's see. Twitch. If I could, I would just disable ads because I think they're aids. I hate that, like, for Twitch, it's just embedded and you can't use an ad block for it. I think that's very mean of Mr. Jeff Bezos. It's a very dick move. Creator dashboard. Where's the ad section? Because I heard that pre-roll ads are, like, worse, and mid-roll ads are, like, ideal for getting viewership. I don't fucking know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do pre-roll ads on Wednesdays and mid-roll ads on Sundays. We'll just do the best of both worlds, okay? How about that? Let's see. Settings. I don't like how things are nested in Twitch either. It's a pain in the ass to find out where stuff is, because you'd think, let's see. Oh, it is under monetization. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Potential revenue increase. Let's turn these all the way down. Or does... I don't know how to do this, actually. Fully disabled. Pre-rolled ads are fully disabled. Okay, yeah, when you put it down to low... it doesn't even... Okay, whatever. I think that it should be fine now. We'll just switch them up. Because, I can't make up my mind for which is less, egregious for my viewer base. If it were up to me, I would just turn off the ads altogether, because I don't give a shit. But I don't think you can. I don't think you can turn them off. I feel like the mid-rolls are the worst, because they always happen exactly when you're trying to pay attention to a story the streamer is telling. I agree, actually. Apparently, like, they say that, pre-roll ads are worse for incoming new viewers who have never seen your thing before, and people are likely to just click off of it before the ad finishes. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the I don't know what the meta is right now. I wouldn't want to beat my gay GF is my main worry. Be beat by my gay GF is my main worry. Who am I kidding? I'd get beat. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Excuse me? Are you okay? Would be cool if we didn't any ads at all. Yeah, I don't fucking like them. I think they're so stupid. I don't know why we can't just do the thing where the ad is in the margin. Like in the early 2000s, where the ad is just like on the side of the screen and you don't actually have to pay attention to it. But no, you have to stop the entire fucking video just so an ad for Pepsi can play. Did you watch the Undertale 10th anniversary VOD? Bro, I watched the stream. I was there live. I watched the whole fucking thing. Or most of it, at least. It was a good stream. I liked all the bonus stuff that happened. I liked the Eskimo kiss arena at the end of the game. That was really fucking cute. And then I liked the secret Gerson room. That was awesome. Hey Mika, so glad you're back. I'm sure you've had everyone today probably tell you this, but I just wanted to tell you myself. Love your vids. Oh, thank you. And thank you for showing up, man. I really appreciate it. Just have a gigantic ad poster. I would prefer that. If somebody wanted to sponsor me, I would put like a big stupid ad poster behind me. I think that would be less annoying to people. I think I'm more likely to buy things from companies that don't shove a fucking annoying video ad in my face. Hey Mika, if we're both single when we're 40, would you like to move to Sweden together and share an assisted self-off pod? We're not allowed to talk about that on Twitch because the last time I talked about that I got banned. So I can neither agree nor disagree with that statement. You'll just have to use your imagination for that one. I was worried about you in this live. I'm glad to see you smiling. Well, I was worried too. I thought I was gonna cry. There were some moments where I started getting choked up, but luckily I ain't no punk bitch, so I didn't cry on stream. Because I feel like crying on stream, not that it's bad, I don't think it's bad to cry, but to me it feels like manipulating your audience. I don't want it to be conceptualized as that, even though my grief is very real and very painful. I just don't want to be like construed as somebody who would do that. That's why I don't want to cry on stream. So I'm just gonna do my best to hold it in. And it does take a lot because I'm kind of a crybaby. It's pretty easy to make me cry. Or maybe not anymore. I've been through so much shit in my life. I feel like I cry a reasonable amount in reference to the things I've had to go through. I just encounter a lot of people that are like very mean and they tell me I'm like a crybaby. And I think it's because those people are actually just retarded and they don't understand basic empathy, maybe. They haven't had the empathy update that happens when you're 32. They haven't gotten the 32-year-old empathy DLC like iDubbbz got, and that's why they told me that. So I try not to associate people with people who aren't 32 and iDubbbz. Don't go full Kevin Smith. Who's Kevin Smith again? Who the fuck is Kevin Smith? Kevin Smith. Oh, this guy. What did he do? He looks emaciated. What's wrong with him? He's got that Ozempic face. He looks fucked up. Those horns hurt when they grew in. No, it's more like a boner. It's like an erection, but on my fucking head. So it actually feels awesome to have horns. It's like two pulsating wieners. Director, he kept crying online and posting himself crying. Oh yeah, there was like, was it Ariana Grande? Probably Ariana Grande. For different reasons. But I think it was like Selena Gomez who was like crying about the border crisis. That just feels, when a celebrity does it, it feels really disingenuous. Because you know, they live for the camera. They live for the content. I think it's very weird if you're crying and you turn the camera on to film it. I think that's just so fucking manipulative and awful. I don't think if I were to actually cry online, obviously it wouldn't be to manipulate people. It would just be because I ran out of Red Bull to get rid of the tingly sensation in my throat. But still, it's just so many people have done it online that it's just ruined crying. It's ruined crying. Crying is now performative like matcha and Labubu, so you're not allowed to do it anymore. And then there was Ariana Grande and the other girl, the one that they were doing Wicked, and they were just like taking turns crying next to each other when they were doing interviews for Wicked. It was really weird. I hate that. I hate that people have ruined fucking basic human emotions. It's so sad. You give me Moist Critical vibes. Thanks! Moist Critical is my favorite YouTuber. Him and Meat Canyon are my favorite YouTubers. I don't think I would collab with anybody else except for those two, so I'm trying to aim high. Maybe someday. But maybe I'm too much of a brand risk because I'm too edgy for those audiences, maybe. I don't know. Probably wouldn't work out, but I can dream. I can dream about it. Hey Mika, do you care if I ask you about that autistic yellow sign? Well, I mean, what's your question? Are you wondering where I got it? I think you can just get them on Amazon. It was a gift. Hey Mika, I'm glad you're sharing your vulnerability. I just discovered you prior to everything happening. You'd introduced art in a way I could understand, and now I'm sculpting and texturing, and it's bringing me immense joy. Aw, thank you for sharing your gift with me and all of us. You got this. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you to say. I'm glad it helped. I haven't burped all stream, actually. That was the first time. Cryos River, I don't want to. Don't like white Monster Energy. I like them. They just don't give me the same buzz that a Red Bull does.
Okay. It's only smells. It's nothing. Only the smell. Yeah.
It's only smells. It's
It's
nothing. It's just do anal. In case you guys don't know where that's from, it's from a porn where a guy is trying. I believe a guy is trying to get another guy to do anal. He's trying to convince him that it's fine. It just smells kind of bad, but it's only smells. So just do it. In case you guys didn't know. I wonder if I'll get banned for that. Probably. Probably. Your burp made me burp. That's supposed to be a thing that happens with yawning. I didn't know burps were contagious. You might have a genetic issue. It's only smells takes me back to fucked like 15 years ago. There you go. It's retro media. There you go. We're just trying to keep the old internet alive. It's only smells, Mika. Just do it. Don't combine that with the Nike slogan. I also burped in response. Oh, maybe it's a community thing. I'm growing. We're creating like our own species, perhaps. What worries me about anal is the possible infection. No, don't worry about infections. It's only smells. It's not real. It's only a little stinky. If you hold your nose, it's fine. Don't worry. You're not gonna get an infection if you live in a first world country. Just grind up a bunch of antibiotics and sprinkle them all around your penis, and it's fine. Then you'll be a-okay. You won't get an infection in your pee-pee hole. Burp on me like one of your French girls? Absolutely not. I need at least $3 million for that, and then I'll consider it. And then I'll consider doing that. I'll burp on you for $3 million. You tell the germs you don't consent, they legally cannot infect you. Yeah, I think that's how it works. That's worked for me all the times that I've used my penis to do an anal. That's exactly what happens. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Does Mika have any black friends? I'm the black friend. It's me. I don't have any friends. You guys are my friends. I don't get out enough to have friends. Actually, I'm supposed to hang out with one of my childhood friends this week because she lives in the same town and she's black. So that counts. That counts. Yep. Yep. Thank you, the burb guy, for the sub. She knows too much about peen ownership. E-boy suspect. I just understand how they work. It's not complicated. You just look it up in a book, and it tells you how a penis works. The burb guy. Hi. Hello. Thank you for the sub. Is she half black, 3/4, or 1/4? 1/4. The term for it is quadroon. I don't know if that's a racist thing to say. It shouldn't be racist if I'm talking about myself. I should be allowed to say at least quadroon on Twitch, but who knows? Who fucking knows? Twitch will ban you for anything if you're not Hassan. Okay, I'm gonna go watch the 20th anniversary screening of Battle Royale at the cinema down the street. Battle Royale is a good fucking movie. I think Hunger Games, like, copied it beat for beat, pretty much. It was a good movie, though. Are you a Hafoon? I think they just call Hafoons mulattoes, right? Or does anything mixed with black count as a mulatto? I don't know. What do you call it? Let's look it up. Let's look up the word quadroon, first of all. A quadroon was a term used historically in slave societies to describe a person of 1/4 black and 3/4 European or white ancestry. That's not telling me what the other varieties of it are. There's also octoroon, hexadecaroon. There's so many new vocabulary words I'm learning today. 1700s and 1800s in America certainly was a time. Certainly was a time to be alive. We're your friends. Thanks. I'll tell my mom the next time I leave the basement. Yeah, I'm definitely your friend. Treat me like I'm your close friend. Give me very personal information about yourself. It's not parasocial or weird. It's normal. It's normal to divulge lots of deep and personal information to somebody that's streaming to you. That's how it works now. That's what you got to do. Thank you for the sub, Kane 7th. Octadecaroon is a finishing Tekken. Hi, Boris. Hi, Boris. Hello, Mr. Boris. Hi, Mr. Boris. What are you doing? What are you doing, little man? His ears stink. He has a bad ear infection. It's really gross. Ears smell bad. Okay? You need to fix that. Since I'm a Twitch streamer, it's not my job to do anything nice to you, so you're just gonna have to deal with the ear infection yourself, okay? Do you understand? Yeah? Hi, Freddy. Show Boris pants. He's not wearing the pants. Oh, he got his fucking band-aid off. God damn it! So Boris has a foot thing that he's had for, like, years. It's like a hot spot that he will not leave alone. So he has to permanently have a fucking bandage attached to it. And I've gone to all sorts of different vets. I've gone to a dog dermatologist specialist, and I've spent thousands of dollars trying to get rid of this fucking hot spot, and nothing works. So he just has like a nasty hamburger meat foot all the time, and it's really gross. So I'm probably, it's only a matter of time before somebody takes a picture of it, and then I get in trouble for animal abuse. Did I take him to the dog? Yes, many times. Nothing fucking works for this dog. I should probably wrap his foot up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Hey, Mika, check
wrap
out
it
my
up.
sink.
I'm gonna wrap his foot up before he starts chewing into it again. We had a good 3-week run where he didn't bite into the bandage a single time, and now he just broke my fucking streak. Bitter spray for pets doesn't work. Nothing fucking works, I swear to God. Bitter apple spray, he'll just bite through it. He doesn't care. I'm back! I'm back! Oh, you guys are doing penis inspection day without me? That's not allowed. Who are you guys voting for in 2028? Let's see. Who's running? Who could possibly be left to fucking run? That's not ass. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody left in the million and billionaire class that's trustworthy. So, I don't know. I don't know. What were we talking about? I forgot. Forgot we were. There was something I wanted to say, and I totally forgot because I was too preoccupied with electrocuting my dog off screen. I had to give him a real lesson with my human grade taser for chewing on his foot. I had to learn him real good with the taser that I have. Bernie's gonna be fucking dead within the next 2 years. He's ancient. He's not gonna make it, unfortunately. Boris, please stop being such a baby. You can tell, you can hear the guilt in his voice when he says it. He's like, oh shit, they found out she fucking yelped on stream. They know. They know! The Goyim know! And, yeah, you could tell that he's just been doing that this entire time. Bernie President 2046. Maybe we can do what Futurama does and, put his head in like a jar. And then we can have Bernie for President 2046 if we figure out how to do that. Imagine this Chris Chan themed sunglasses. I have a Chris Chan sweater. It's pretty cool. It's very itchy though, so I basically never wear it. But I like the design. Mika, are you interested in collecting foreign ID cards? We EU viewers would prefer you rather than our government. What does that mean? Do you want me to be an elected official? I feel like I could be a pretty good president. I don't even think it's hard. You just have to not be corrupt. It's that easy. Just don't be a fucking dickhead and you could be a really good politician, but nobody wants to do that because money. Have you seen the clip where he gets caught hiding the tase button and then looks at the camera? Yes, I did. I did see that. Oh man, it's like a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. It's just so comically bad. Thank you, Chris Code 6 for the 1 million gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, dude. He looks like such a jackass. It's very sad. I feel bad for that dog. Like, when you think about it, the zapping isn't even the worst part. It's the fact that she has to stay in one spot for, like, however long he streams. That's really fucked. And that she's not allowed to roam the fucking house. That must be super miserable. My dogs, they have a tendency to just sleep a lot in the same area. They don't need a place command, but the idea that they couldn't move around if they wanted to is just really, heartbreaking. Being a good politician in theory is just need ethics and some knowledge in some fields, but in reality, you'll be sucking off wealthy donors and other politicians your whole life. Yeah, that's how it works. Legislation doesn't get passed by people voting for certain laws. It's all lobby groups and special interest groups. Sorry, I'm confused. What did Hassan do? You didn't know? You didn't see all the dog electrocution memes? She didn't even do anything, brah. What did I not do? What's happening? What's happening on the YouTube chat? What's going on? I'm confused. Hi Mika, I'm glad you've got the strength to come back online. Looking forward to videos from you and merch. I love my shirts. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a merch shirt, I guess, with like my logo on it. I was scribbling one out until things got very complicated in my life, but I'll get to it eventually. To be a good politician is to kiss the wall in Israel. No, you're supposed to kiss babies, not the wall. You're supposed to kiss babies. What happened to that? What the fuck? We need to go back to kissing babies. Poor Carl Barks getting the sap. I'm surprised he didn't name her that. That's really fucking funny. Carl Barks. Holy shit, if you want sad games, the cat lady, I'll write that down. The cat lady. It better have gameplay in it, though. It can't be like Night at the Woods, where you just do nothing and talk to people. I'm not into that. I have to be honest, your last video was hard to watch, hit close to home. It was hard to make. But, you know, I had to do it. Because, I don't know, it got worse as time went on. The feeling. Because, like, when it first happens, you're very much in denial about it. And, you know, it just hit me so much harder in the coming days. So I thought I'd just get it out of the way and post it. But yeah, I guess I'm guessing I'm starting. It's feeling more normalized now. But also it doesn't. It feels weird to know that I'll never hear my mom's voice ever again outside of like from a video or something. It's really disorienting because my mom was a very talkative person, and she loved to yap, she loved to yell, she loved to tell stories, and now I just don't have that. I wanted to make a video about her, because I wanted her to tell her story about the time she got shot by the police. I wanted her to be the one to tell that story, but she just wasn't in the mood for it. She was just very bummed out about the cancer, and she's like, I want to wait until I'm feeling a little bit better so it'll be funny, because my mom was really fucking funny. But you know, she never got better, unfortunately. So we didn't have a chance to film her talking, which I really wanted, because, you know, I wanted my children to know their grandmother in some capacity. But I guess I'll just have to make do with the few videos I have of her on my phone. And I know somewhere, I think in my brother's house, there's a few VHS tapes about featuring her and us when we were really little. Thank you, Fitness Dickener, for the 10 gifted subs. That's really sweet. I do have this camcorder that we got in the early 2000s that has some cassettes with it that I need to go through and see if there's stuff about her on there. She got shot? Yeah. Oh, she's the Maricopa County one. I thought it was some different old lady that got shot. Yeah, that's her. If you just look up her name in Maricopa County, you'll find the body cam footage if you're that curious. I was gonna make it like a Patreon thing, but I don't want to put up with having a Patreon anymore, so just Google my mom's name. You'll fucking find it. It was by a cop, because she was wrongfully accused of breaking and entering into her own house. It's a whole thing. It's a long story. It's a video that I will make eventually, when, you know, I'm feeling a little bit less raw about her dying and not being the one to tell the story herself. Eventually, I'll do that. It's a pretty crazy story. That's why my mom's death was like so unexpected, because my mom, to me, for the longest time, was basically a raid boss. It was impossible to kill her. My mom has had several near-death experiences. She's been fucking kidnapped before. She's been hit by a car. She was in the lobby of the Twin Towers like 2 weeks before 9/11 happened. My mom has just had all of these brushes with death. She's like a cat with 9 lives, or like a lot of guardian angels or something. So that's why when she died, I was like, what the fuck? Are you telling me she's not fucking immortal? What the hell happened? But yeah, you blew up on Twitter. That was crazy. Oh yeah, that was all the people telling me I was racist. And then people left me alone when they found pictures of my mom. And they're like, oh, I guess this isn't a white supremacist after all. People on Twitter are fucking stupid. That's why I don't use Twitter. Mundo Arena raid boss. God, don't remind me League of Legends still exists. Fuck that game. If you feel up to it, definitely find a way to capture the VHS footage and digitize it before you forget or put it off and the analog media warps and degrades. Yeah, I have to go to my brother's house to find all the tapes. Or they might be in my, in her old house's garage. I'll have to see. How big was your mom's health bar as a raid boss? Oh, dude, it was fucking massive. When she was first diagnosed with cancer, they gave her 3 months to live, and then she lived for another 8 years. That's how big her health bar was. It was incredible. Short Bus, I want to let you know that I have the highest sympathy for you. When my mom nearly died, I was so scared. I thank the heavens that the surgeon was able to save her from stomach cancer. I'm glad you don't have to deal with this. I don't wish this on anyone. I mean, technically it happens to all of us eventually, but you know, you never want it to happen this fucking early in your life. It's real shit. It kind of just ruins everything. Look at the snout on that dog. Is it Jewish too? Are you talking about Freddie? My dad likes to call Freddie Boris's Jewish wife because she's got such a long snoot. It's really cute. I love Boris's Jewish wife. Thank you for sharing, Mika. I really thought that same exact thing, and hearing that you were actually also just as surprised it was a tragedy. Hoping you heal and keep going and continue conquering. I guess, you know, the only way through, or the only way over is through, so that's what I'm trying to do. Ayo, yeah, my dad's a little racist. Sorry. Don't worry. I'm 1% Jewish now, so it's okay. I'm allowed to talk about my Jewish dog. My mom could have died 30 years ago due to pulmonary embolism. She was one of the lucky ones. My mom had like a couple of problems with that too. I think she had a pulmonary embolism as well. That put her in the hospital a couple of times. But yeah, that was another near-death experience that she had. Oh, one time, some stupid fucking doctor prescribed her a medication that she was severely allergic to, and she went into anaphylactic shock. That was another brush of death that she had. She got the diagnosis, smiled, shook her head, and the choir started singing Latin as her third health bar refilled. Yeah, dude. Oh, what's in the hype chest? Well, I don't know what hype chests are, but here, there's a lady eating a chicken. I don't know how this works. Choo-choo, I guess. As a 1/3 Jew myself, I hereby bestow you, Mika, with the K-word pass! Thanks. Thank you. I hung out with my mom this week, and she has this horrible sounding cough, and I asked her if she ever got checked, and she said, I've had enough of this existence anyways to give a shit. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's kind of based, kind of hard fucking core, in a way. My mom never really cried as the cancer was taking over. She teared up like maybe once or twice, but overall she wasn't afraid of dying. But, you know, I'm sure she still wishes she were here. I definitely wish she were here. Or maybe she doesn't. I'm sure wherever she is now, it's a hell of a lot nicer than what we have to deal with here on Earth. Maybe Earth is hell. That's my conspiracy theory. Maybe this is a part that's bad, and what's beyond the veil is what it's like to be happy and normal. I gotta believe in something, I guess. I'm not a religious person, but I thought I'd start going to church and getting more into spirituality. Because, you know, why not? What do I have to lose? Maybe I'll discover something. Maybe because I've had a few, like, paranormal experiences. There's gotta be fucking something out there. I know a lot of people who have had brushes with, like, something that couldn't be explained with science. And when you think about it, why are we all fucking here? How did we get here? I think it makes less sense to just say that we exploded from an infinitely tiny point of the universe and all just got here all of a sudden by like a big fucking Biden blast or something. I think that actually makes sense than if you say some weird wizard made the Earth in 7 days. The answer has to be between those two. It's gotta be something else. I don't know. It's neither those answers, but also maybe there are some clues in both. And I don't think, you know, because we're making discoveries in science all the fucking time, so maybe we just don't fucking know. I think it's arrogance that we know everything about the way the world works, telling us that there's nothing beyond what we can prove with current metrics. That's my conspiracy theory. Don't know if you're a fan of survival horror games, but if you are, I can 100% recommend a game called Signalis. It's truly goated. Thank you very much. I will write that down. I don't hate horror games. It's just like I get dizzy if I play them if they're first person. I get very motion sick. Oh, can you guys hear Boris? If I put him outside, he's less likely to chew on himself because he's busy barking at stuff. And then Jesus said Biden blast. Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's how the universe is made. That's our current theory with modern science, is that it was just Biden blasted. into existence. So, you know, I think that's just like a placeholder theory because we don't actually fucking know. We have no idea. How could we ever know, right? With what our current measuring systems are able to decipher. So I don't fucking know. I consider consciousness to be a thing everyone with a central nervous system has, and we got to be humans via RNG. If a different number in large number would have been different, we'd be aliens or a fish. That's what I like to think too. I think I would have preferred to be a fish. I think that's a lot more fun and easy. I think being a human is ass. I think it sucks bad. Oh my god, hi, I like your room. Oh, thank you. I just put it together within the last couple of hours. The world was made by Space Godzilla. It could be. How would we know? Maybe we won't ever know until it's our turn to cross over. That's what makes death so mysterious, I suppose, as we just don't fucking know. Oh my god, Twitch is using AI ads. I'm sorry. I have no ability to turn that off. I'm really sorry. Thank you, Burns JS, for the gifted subs. That's very nice of you. That's a Buddhism thing too, by the way. I'm not Buddhist. You know, I'll take any explanation at this point. Maybe the truth is just a combination of a lot of different things. I like science as it tells you the how, but not really the why. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. It doesn't currently tell us why things work the way they do. There has to be a reason why. I don't believe it's all just random. I guess I'm not fedora tipping atheist enough to just buy that. So my crazy Holocaust ex-husband was, ironically enough, a medium. He had some sensitivities to spirits, let's say, and he had like a couple of experiences that were unexplainable. I asked him what it felt like, and he told me it was like all of the air in the room would suddenly go stale, and then within a few minutes something weird would happen. There was this one thing that happened to him where he was a kid, and he was driving home with his mom at night, and then he like screamed, and he like told his mom, "Yo, you gotta stop swerving into the bike lane, you're gonna hit that guy." And his mom was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? There's nobody on the road. You pipe the fuck down, you little shit." And then the following morning, his mom reads in the newspaper that the previous evening was the anniversary of the death of a cyclist that got murked by a car on that same road. So he had a couple of experiences like that. So, you know, you don't fucking know. Nobody knows. You have a really good first look at religion. I'm gonna go to fucking church. I'm going to church this weekend with my dad. Maybe if I study every religion, I'll figure it out. And it's like my main goal is to be more connected to my mom spiritually, right? Because I just miss the fuck out of her. So that's what I'm trying to get out of it. I'm not trying to convert anybody to anything. I'm not trying to like save people from some sort of hell. I just want to be more connected to my mom in any way possible. So, you know, I'll try anything to be able to achieve that. And, you know, I don't lose anything by trying. There's a fucking church. There's a lot of churches in Los Angeles, actually. Surprisingly, in a very godless place, there are actually a lot of nice churches here. If only he could feel the spirits of Jews who died in the Holocaust. Why, what? Oh, you mean my ex-husband? Maybe he wasn't close enough to fucking Bergen-Belsen. Maybe if he'd ever visited the old concentration camp sites in Nazi Germany, he might have felt something. Maybe then it would change his mind. Just look for recursive patterns around yourself and convince yourself that you're receiving messages from the dead. I did go thrifting the other day, and while I was thrifting, I found a sweater that had my birth name on it, which is very weird. Not my birth name, it's not like I changed my name, my first name. I go by my middle name. It had my first name on it, and my first name is very uncommon. I've met like maybe two people in my life. No, just one. I've met one person in my life with the same name as me. So I found a sweater that said that, and then I found another sweater that says, I talk to ghosts. I think that was a very weird coincidence. So maybe you're not wrong. I know you're joking, but maybe you're not wrong. Who fucking knows? Matter is never destroyed, just transformed. That concept alone makes death really interesting. Yeah, exactly. Because we're all just like recycled bits of shit from explosions, right? When I was visiting Majdanek concentration camp, a girl dropped her camera in a pile of human ashes. Oh, that's nasty. I don't like that. That's kind of fucked. Yikes. Your middle name is Kamikaze. Close. My middle name is Mika. Ever read Berserk? You might enjoy it based on what you told us. I've never read Berserk, no. I heard it's good. Very nice to hear that you're willing to give it a look and are going with your father. I know religious people get a lot of shit online because there's a lot of Redditors out there. And I know there's like a bunch of insane people in the Westboro Baptist Church. I'll tell you a story about that in a sec. But overall, every religious person I've met has been just really nice. I used to go to this Methodist church. Again, not for religious purposes, but it was another time in my life where I was feeling really lonely and lost, and I would just go there and I would just hang out and volunteer and like dust off books and organize stuff in their thrift store. Just to, be around nice people. And I like that church because the pastor was like this very eccentric Tongan woman. And every time they had like church fundraisers, she would like get one of those stuck pigs and roast it in the middle of the fucking parking lot. And she would always get in trouble because like local businesses would tattle on her, and I just thought it was really funny, and that woman was like really nice. It's not your traditional like old white person pastor. There are other kinds of people that are into religion, and I think a lot of people they think every problem in this country is the result of like some white Christian boogeyman, and that's not all religion has to offer, and there's lots of different people that are into different things. Back to the Westboro Baptist Church. So my mom was a crazy person. My mom was insane, but like also really funny. And my mom loved calling white people the N-word. She liked flopping out that hard R just confused white people that she didn't like. And one time we saw a group of Westboro Baptist white people on the street that were like protesting gay marriage and stuff. So she made me drive really close, and I thought like, oh, maybe she's like gonna get a pamphlet or something. Maybe this is like a new thing that she's gonna get into. And I was like, okay, whatever, as long as she's like keeping herself busy. Instead, she rolls down the window as soon as we get close, and she calls them all the N-word. And then I have to speed off because I didn't want to have to deal with that. But like the thing about calling white people the hard R is they don't really know what to do when a black lady calls them the N-word. They don't really know how to take it. They're not sure what to do with that information. It's a very good way to break a white person's brain for like a few seconds. It's like pressing the factory reset button on white people when you call them the hard R. I'm super pissed. Will you wear the horns in church? Probably not. No. Mom Kazi is based. My mom was just insane. She was just a very insane person. She just did whatever she fucking wanted. And she just refused to do anything that was considered societally, the rules. Because she had problems with authority, and that's where I got it from. She just liked doing whatever the fuck she wanted. I have a lot of weird stories about her. There were two different occasions, because my mom lived in Hollywood during the 1980s. And 1980s Hollywood was very different than it is now, because back in the day, not everybody had like a little pocket paparazzi to just snap pictures of celebrities. So, you know, celebrities were more comfortable back then, just like hanging out in Los Angeles. My stepmom met a lot of celebrities, and my biological mom just met a lot of celebrities just by chance, because they would just like be around. My mom was also she was trying to become a model, and that didn't work out because she found out pretty quickly how sleazy people were. But during her little time mingling with Hollywood celebs in the 1980s, she had like 2 different encounters with Sylvester Stallone. The first time was like at this Hollywood party, and she was in the bathroom, and Sylvester Stallone's wife came in, and she started flirting with my mom, and I think the idea was to get my mom to do a threesome with Sylvester Stallone and his wife. And then she turned them down. Obviously, she was not down for that. And the second time she met Sylvester Stallone was she used to work as an assistant in a medical office, and Sylvester Stallone came in to this medical office. I think it was a plastic surgeon, because he came in and he wanted like penis embiggening surgery. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. He came in because he wanted penis lengthening surgery, and that was the second time my mom met up with Sylvester Stallone. And so yeah, back to the modeling and actress thing. She was gonna pose for BET magazine, and then I think she was gonna be on one of those like 90s black sitcoms that were really popular, 80s and 90s black sitcoms, like fucking Fresh Prince and The Cosby Show and all that shit. She was gonna be on one of those, but she the only way she was going to be able to do it is a sleazy producer asked her to start sucking, told her to get on her knees and start sucking if she wanted the fucking part. But since my mom is a fucking true to herself hard bitch, she refused, and she didn't want to compromise on, you know, that. She didn't want to cheat on my dad. So she, you know, that's why she never became an actress, because, you know, she wasn't willing to compromise on her convictions just to get a fucking part in Hollywood. And, you know, she loved my dad a lot. So my dad likes to brag about that a lot, because one of the other people that liked her was, what's his fucking face? He was a boxer. I forget what his name was. Hold on, let me see what his name. He wasn't Muhammad Ali, he was like this other guy who was like Muhammad Ali's rival or something. If any of you are into like boxer lore, what was his fucking name? What was his fucking name? No, not Frazier, not Mike Tyson. Sugar Ray, yeah, I think it was Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard or somebody like that. It was that guy. Yeah, Sugar Ray wanted my mom so fucking bad, and she was like, no. she would have rather had my dad. She was just so in love with my dad. So yeah, she did not get involved with a lot of Hollywood celebrities because, you know, I think she had already given birth to my brother at that time too. So my dad likes to brag about that a lot, that she had the chance with all these like fucking celebrities, and she said no. No, not George Foreman. Sugar Hill Gang, no, but she did like that band. That was a good band. Sugar, what was his fucking name? Let me double. Sugar Ray Boxer. Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard, that's the guy. This man, I don't know if you can see him on my phone. This guy wanted, this guy was in love with my mom at one point, and she told him to fuck off because she preferred my dad. How's your dad holding up, by the way? I mean, it destroyed him just as much as it destroyed me. Because, you know, my parents ended up getting a divorce, but they remained best friends. So, you know, we've both been going to therapy. Well, my dad has like a normal therapist because he got in on the ground floor of therapists that weren't using ChatGPT yet. So his therapist is quite qualified to tell him things and listen to him grieve. And then he's kind of been throwing himself into his work recently. So, you know, we're both trying our best to cope with each other. Sugarwood was not in the same weight class as Ollie. I know he wasn't. I don't know anything about boxing. I just know he was a boxer. And then my dad, like, brought up Muhammad Ali as, like, in terms of, like, similarly famous boxers, I think. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about boxing. Wait, your therapist uses ChatGPT? Oh, yeah, I said this at the beginning of stream, but I went to a therapy appointment yesterday because I'm trying to find, you know, grief counseling. And this lady, every time I would speak and stop speaking, she would get a notification sound on her phone, and then her screen would light up, and then it looked like she was reading something. So I think she just had ChatGPT open while I was talking, and then she was, you know, feeding the recording into ChatGPT, and then she was coming up with, like, a shitty, lukewarm answer to everything I was telling her about my mom, and I thought that was really fucked, because, you know, this is the second time in the last couple of weeks that I've been set up with a therapist that was just shit, who was, like, 5 years younger than me and isn't qualified at all to deal with the level of things that I'm dealing with. So yeah, health industry people. Isn't that a HIPAA violation, like, against the wall? Yeah, probably. I don't fucking know. I know it's not good fucking therapy. I guess I can't technically prove that it was ChatGPT, but overall it was a shitty experience. Because even if she wasn't reading off from ChatGPT, her answers were just fucking stupid. She was just like, "Oh yeah, geez, man, that hurts. You're really a strong person with a strong personality for dealing with that. Oh, geez, damn, darn, too bad about your mom. That I don't like hearing about that. How does that make you feel?" And it's just like, what is the fucking point of you? What is the point of coming here? This is, if I was gonna get ChatGPT answers, I could have just opened ChatGPT by myself without having to get, like, a deductible or a copay tacked on to my health insurance bill for this month. Like, this is some bullshit. Sounds like BetterHelp. I think BetterHelp is not even this fucking bad. For me, morning felt like a dull sort of weight over my chest, head, and felt like numbing haze of disbelief. Are you feeling anything like that, or is it different? Yeah, it just feels like something I'm going to be carrying with me for the rest of my life. I keep having dreams where I can save her. Like, last night, I had a dream that I was feeding her French fries. Because essentially, my mom died of starvation. I think the medicine she was on was going to work if we had more time, but by the time she got it, she was already so emaciated, and she was having, like, trouble swallowing, and she really couldn't eat much more than, like, a little bite of a popsicle every day. So I had a dream I was, like, force feeding her French fries, and it was working, and she was, like, gaining a lot of weight, and we had, like, this arrangement, like, okay, every day you have to eat a whole bunch of French fries, and when you feel like you've eaten enough French fries, you're gonna eat one more French fry, and then that's how we're gonna get your appetite to grow, because we're gonna get your stomach to expand. So I have, like, really elaborate dreams like this where I have basically a correction for the mistakes that I feel like I made as somebody who was taking this all on by themselves and trying their best to get her to fucking eat. So I keep getting dreams like that. I had another dream a couple of days ago where she, like, came back to life, and she was just hanging around, and I was, like, overjoyed, but I was also panicking because I thought, oh no, the internet is going to figure out that my mom came back to life, and they're going to think that I faked her death for clout. And I'm like, what do I do? How do I tell the internet that my mom came back to life? This is such a crazy discovery in science. Oh no. So, yeah. I guess that's how grief has been feeling to me. I think it hits everybody differently. And I had a lot of similar dreams like that when my dog Luger died. Like, I got do-over dreams where I could fix the things that happened. I think all I could ever ask for in life is a time machine, so I can just go back knowing what I know now. I wish I could isekai myself back into my own life, but, like, 15 years ago. And I'd do all the bullshit over, too. I'd go back to fucking college, I'd slave myself through Nomen, I'd do another year at fucking Marvel. I'd do it all again if it meant I could save my mom. I'd do anything for her. I'd do worse. I'd suffer through a lot worse if it meant I could have her back. Hey there, best thing you can do is take away from grief. Counseling is this: time heals, and the bird and time heals wounds is not true. It never heals. Yeah, it doesn't. You just get better at carrying it. It's more like weightlifting. Like a 45-pound dumbbell is always going to be a 45-pound dumbbell. It's just like whether or not you go to the gym often enough to be able to carry it more efficiently. Would you kill a man to save my mom? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Grief is holding on to the love you have for someone. Yeah. You know, the only thing that's like helping is like, it's kind of morbid, but when other people tell me the stories of the experiences they had with parents dying, because it's like, it's something we're all gonna have to go through at some point. And it's just like, whether you're lucky enough to watch your parents die in their 90s, or if you're unlucky and they die when you're a child. But, you know, in any case, it's something we all go through at some point. But, yeah, I guess it kind of helps to feel like I'm not the only person who has gone through this. BetterHelp is indeed a scam. I fired 9 therapists. Jesus fucking Christ, 9? That's exhausting. That's my least favorite part about it is like I have to repeat this whole story for a new person every fucking week until I find somebody who's not a nut job. And it's really fucking painful. And especially it's really painful to go through the whole ordeal to somebody who very plainly doesn't care, who is reading a fucking ChatGPT prompt or, you know, just can't relate to you. Because especially, that's why I don't want somebody who's younger than me, because the chances of them being able to relate to the situation is very fucking low. Because most people are lucky enough that their parents die when they're quite a bit old. In the developed world, anyway. So, you know, going through it at 33 is kind of fucked. Yeah, I hate that shit. It's exhausting when you're already exhausted. Yeah, like, it makes me not want to try again for a while, because I need time to recover from having to go through it step by step and tell somebody the whole thing. I had the honor of instructing the doctors to take my mom off life support because my dad was too much of a bitch to do it. Love living with that. That's fucked. I'm sorry. This is, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this on stream, but you know, if I ever get like fucking dementia or something, I'm just gonna do the pod. I did get in trouble for saying that last time. I'm talking about terminal illnesses. I am happy being alive. Suicide is bad. Don't do it. Don't hurt yourself. You're so sexy. Haha. I'm not talking about suicide. I'm just talking about assisted medical things for when you have a terminal illness that will fuck you up and fuck your family up. That's what I'm talking about. Twitch! Fuck! Whose dog do I have to electrocute to not be fucking banned around here? Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking hell. That's one of the last things I would want to live through. Yeah, dude, like, watching my mom go through that was just so fucking intensely painful. Like, she was really just suffering until the last couple of hours. She was in so much fucking pain the entire time. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. People shouldn't have to fucking deal with that shit if there's nothing that can be done. Wait, what's the pod? I'm not going to elaborate on the pod, because I'll get in trouble. Didn't shock the dog fast enough. This might sound cruel, but there's an age at when you start seeing a lot of people die. I'm there right now. You don't get used to it, but you become more numb with time. Yeah, you know, it's a thing that's going to happen to everybody, whether you're prepared for it or not. There's no way to prepare for it, really. It's gonna fucking sting. Don't try to brace yourself for it. I think it's more important to feel the emotions rather than, like, feeling like you can counteract them. I don't think that's healthy. You're just gonna bottle it up. What's the story of the drawing with the bird in an open cage? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Oh, do you mean my Instagram story that I posted a few weeks ago? I think it's because, you know, I posted it because for 7 months I couldn't leave my house because I had to be there for my mom because my mom lost her ability to walk pretty fast. So, you know, if she needed to go to the bathroom, if she needed to eat, if she needed to bathe, I had to be there. I had to be there for every moment. So I couldn't, like, go hang out with friends. So now I have all of this freedom, right? I can do whatever I want. And even before my mom got sick, my mom was a helicopter parent, and, you know, even at 33, it's not that I couldn't go do things, but, you know, I would get an earful when I got home if I stayed out too late, and I just would rather not deal with that. I don't want to, like, make my mom anxious, because I love my mom. So at the end of the day, I would rather just not, you know, make her feel bad. But now I don't have that. I'm not, like, being held accountable to be anywhere. My dad isn't as much of a helicopter parent as my mom was, so I can go do whatever I want. But now I just don't fucking want to. Like, what's the fucking point of going out and enjoying myself if I don't have my mom to come home to and tell the story to, or if I can't, like, go do things with my mom? I feel like I don't deserve to go out and enjoy myself. So that's what the bird in the open cage thing was for. That's how I feel right now. My dad died a couple of years back. He was a horrible person and took out a $30,000 loan in my name. May he rot in peace and rot in hell. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, shit. I don't know what to say about that. Sometimes I kind of envy people who weren't close with their parents, because this fucking sucks. This feels really fucking bad. Is her name Mika or Michaela or Mikarison? It's Michaela. My life is to the point where days pass by in minutes and it sucks. Life is just one blur where I'm only a part of people when people want me to. Yep. Normally I'd try to cheer you up about that one, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's, you know, it's part of the grieving process, I guess. My dad died when I was 14. He wasn't a great person, but that experience left me very aware of how fleeting life is. Yeah, you know, you just don't realize it until somebody goes. To somebody who's never experienced somebody in their life dying before, you kind of just don't really understand what death actually fucking means. It's more of a concept, like, very abstract until it happens to you. Have you ever thought about resurrecting your mother with AI like they've been doing at churches? No! That's so evil. That's such a distasteful fucking thing to do. I hate that so fucking much. I really hope, you know, an asteroid knocks out our fucking power grid so we can't use AI anymore. Will you switch to Linux now that Windows 10 is killing itself? Don't you have to be smart to know how to use Linux? I'm very stupid with computers. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even think my current computer can support Windows 10 or Windows 11 with the GPU it has. I was trying to get my computer upgraded, but they actually did not fucking do it in time, because I told them, like, hey, I'm moving, can you do this? And they're like, yeah, sure, we can do it. And then they didn't work on my computer for like 3 fucking days, and they never ordered the part. So that was a waste of time. Alright, boys, it's 5 o'clock. My voice is starting to get raspy. I'm not used to talking this much, because it's been like 5 weeks since I've streamed, and I've been mostly using my voice to not talk and cry. So I'm gonna call it here. But as for future streams, I guess the world is my oyster now. I can do 24-hour streams now if I want, now that I live alone or something. One idea I had was I'd get like a green screen and like a little outfit and pretend to be like a bartender or something. And then instead of me talking about my problems, you guys can talk to me about your problems, and I'll be like a bartender and I'll give you shitty advice about it, and I'll just pretend to like be cleaning a cup the entire time. I think that would be a fun, immersive experience, and that would give me something to think about more than my own problems. That could be cool. I have to get a green screen though, and a little bartender outfit. I don't know when I'll stream next. I might stream Friday. I definitely can't stream this weekend because Saturday I have to go back to my hometown and pick up my piano. And Sunday I'm going to fucking church. And then I'm hanging out with my dad, but I'll probably stream Friday. We'll figure out the stream schedule. But thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for 1,500 fucking people showing up today. That's fucking insane. Thank you for all the gifted subs and the donations. Remember, you're not obligated to donate, but I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna make a garden in my backyard with that. So I'll see you guys probably Friday. Bye bye. Oh, bye bye. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. I love you. Stay at the back. Bye bye. I'm gonna go hang out with my dad now. I think he's here. Bye bye.